Hello and welcome to the lands of Aecathan, 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons for those who might just be joining us. No professionals, no fancy tech, just a group of women playing an all-original game of Dungeons & Dragons. I'm Jeff. I'm the executive chef of this particular Feast de Resistance this evening.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Brian, that's not it either.
That was worse. That was worse.
That was
I don't know, Nikki liked it.
I like the captain one better.
props to you.
Yeah, well, still looking for the perfect intro. We'll see.
That
I don't know. I was kind of pleased with that one.
one was nice.
But
Horrible and awful, but nice.
Yes. Yes. All right. So, if you haven't seen the last episode, there were quite a number of things that happened. So let me bring you quickly up to speed. The four had arrived back in Thunder's Edge and had a nice, relaxing breakfast with Aloric and Wiggy in the Ivorys Wrath, and then decided to head back to their house, which they have spent very little time in up to this point. They went in, they immediately went down to the basement to let Zach, the kobold alchemist who lives in their basement, know that they were back, and were greeted with a rather odd and disturbing sight. There was a brass table in the middle of their basement, upon which sat an obsidian box, and upon the box was curled up a very weak, sick Zach.
Emaciated.
Yeah. Apparently, he had met Gaglointulf, the sept leader of the Brass Dragons, when she arrived to drop this off for the group, and had casually mentioned that he should keep an eye on it until you all got back. Well, Zach was able to determine what she actually was, and took this as a mandate from a Great One, and didn't eat, didn't drink, barely slept, because he was guarding. So, after he was given water and food and taken upstairs to rest, the group went back and examined the obsidian container, opened it up, and found a piece of black cloth-like material folded many, many times. When they unfolded it, it turned out to be a 6-foot circle, which Zorth was able to recall from her studies was likely a portable hole. So it was placed against the wall, and suddenly it was a 6-foot diameter doorway to a 10 by 10 by 10 extra-dimensional space filled with what the dragons referred to as a starter hoard. Lots of money, gems, art objects, potions, magic items. So most of the rest of the day was spent counting the coins, figuring out how much there was, identifying the magic items. Aribell and Gwenlaren took a trip to the local magic shop.
Me and Aribell.
Oh, that's right. Yes, Aribell and Zorth took a trip to the local magic shop to inquire about wards, because Gago had noticed that the group was being scryed on in their basement. They found out that amulets of proof against detection are expensive, but that a slightly more manageable option that the proprietor had in stock was a Lantern of Revealing, and they asked that he hold it for them, and they would come back the next day and let him know if they had decided to purchase it or not. Meanwhile, Tasha and Gwenlaren went to the Faithful Tabernacle of Joy to meet with Father Underwood, who was absolutely delighted to hear the tale that brought you all back here, and immediately began to ask some rather insightful questions about how this festival was going to happen and who was in charge and who he should talk to offer his assistance. And he also had some advice for Tasha, continuing his role as both a musical and spiritual advisor. The group gathered back at the house and judged by the position of the sun that it was probably time to get ready to head to the Ivorys Wrath for the premiere performance of the Lost Guardians of Aecathan in Thunder's Edge. And that's where we left off. So, Heroes 4, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm gonna change into my Barty clothes, and we're gonna head down to the Wrath.
All
I
right.
think we all got fancy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, we'll get
Still
dressed
bringing
up.
my sword and shield, but
Sure.
just not wearing my armor.
Yeah, I'm not wearing my armor, but I have my weapons.
Okay. All right.
I'm wearing my armor.
Your new pretty armor.
Yes, it's pretty. It's also one of the cleaner things I own right now, and
We
I'm-
might need to do some laundry.
yeah, I'm a
Baths.
suspicious type.
Guessing we took baths in that time too.
Yes, cleaned up, did a little prestidigitation, made everything, not smell.
Right. Well, you approach the Ivorys Wrath, and everybody make a perception check.
Oh boy. $23.
Peaches.
Peaches? She forgot her dice.
29.
Okay. And what'd you get, Gwenlaren?
16.
16.
Natty 1 for 6.
Okay. So, Aribell, you're the first one to kind of... It sounds like... Well, I mean, you've been to outdoor fairs and festivals and things like that, and you know
shit.
what a crowd sounds like. And just as you turn to look at Tasha, you see her as her ears pick it up. And then Gwenlaren, your ears pick it up. And it's not until you turn the corner and Zorith looks up and sees the crowd outside the Wrath.
Shit. Outside. Guess you're gonna have to do it outside too.
Might have to leave the doors and the windows open tonight.
Good grief.
You're gonna do great.
Thank you.
And
So-
This seems unsafe.
you see...
It's fine.
It is Thunder's Edge, though. I mean, and
you see a small procession coming down the street from the other direction.
Of what?
It looks
Ooh,
like
you mean-
looks like movers.
Oh.
And then you realize that it's a bunch of people carrying tables and chairs led by Wiggy.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
And
Awesome.
you hear him go, okay, you four, take those inside. Aloric will show you where to set them up. The rest of you, we set them up right out here, right outside the windows.
I told you she was kind of a big deal.
Can we get through the crowd to the door?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You actually see that there are two rather burly-looking humans with leather vests and leather gloves standing on
Door
either side of the
guys!
door. And one of them goes, right, move aside, you're blocking the entrance. And
Okay.
gestures to you to come in quickly.
All right, we go in.
Okay. It's packed. You've never seen this place at capacity. There are people standing waiting for the extra tables. Your performance area is going to be much smaller.
Uh-huh.
I don't
This
like
is-
it.
Going to be a much more intimate production. And you see Aloric standing there with what look to be older but serviceable tablecloths ready to put down on these tables as Wiggy's men get them set up.
I'm concerned we're not going to have a place to sit for dinner.
Oh no, there is a table at the very front
Okay.
that has a sign on it that says reserved.
Oh my god. Okay.
So you said Aloric is standing there?
Yeah.
Walk up. Will we pass him as we come in?
If you make a slight detour, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we make a slight detour.
Do you need help tonight? Happy to take orders.
Really?
Sure, I've heard
You-
the song.
We've heard the song. We can totally
talk
help
her
you.
up as we help.
I could throw some people out of here.
No.
If that becomes necessary, I would be more comfortable with one of you doing it than Wiggy's guards.
Goons?
Bouncers.
Yes, that's likely more what was going through my head, but I was trying to be nice. He's trying to help.
He is, sweetheart.
I guess
Um,
the other question. Oh, sorry. The other
Yeah.
question, even though she'll hate it, is: does Cook need help?
Oh, no. No.
Okay.
No, Cook actually brought her daughter.
Oh. That's awesome.
So there are two of them in there, and I have discovered that the personality breeds true. I'm still not allowed in the kitchen.
Well, we're happy to serve food, drinks, whatever you need, because this
Yeah.
is
This is crazy.
amazing.
Well, if maybe two of you would help?
I got it. And Aribell?
I can help. Or I can sit here with my dagger and think about stabbing people.
You
Why
can
don't
Athgar
why-
and Wiggy
we should
company.
probably eat something?
Yeah, you hear a little bit of a hubbub outside.
Athgar's here.
And you look over and you see Athgar come in. He is dressed in court finery.
Oh my goodness.
We all got fancy tonight.
We did.
And he
Still-
walks in and kind of looks around and nods to several people and then sees you standing with Aloric and heads over.
Hmm.
Well,
Let's go to our table, I guess.
Good evening, Heroes
evening.
4. Twinarin,
Good
that's,
evening.
that's new armor, isn't it?
It is. What do you think?
I think it looks safe.
I don't know. With this large crowd, I don't know that there's anything that's going to keep us safe.
Well, I did notice that apparently Aloric has hired two very large men.
Those are Wiggy's guys.
Somehow that makes me feel both better and worse.
Right?
I think if anything happened, that we're probably the heavy, not those guys.
Probably.
I'm much more comfortable with that. I should also tell you, and he leans forward and motions Aloric to come in too. My father will be here.
Oh!
He won't look like himself, but he'll be here.
Oh,
Good
wow.
gravy.
He chose to have Aralahkis disguise them both.
Ooh,
But
neat.
I don't know what they're going to look like, so I won't
that'll be
know
fun.
necessarily
Oh boy.
who they are. I also don't know if they're going to be able to get in, which is going to be very funny to watch.
A table up
this-
front reserved if you want to send a message to him to just sit there.
They could join me.
I will pass that along, but
They probably
I'm
won't take it.
afraid that would out them. And my
Yeah,
father
it
does
would-
not want to be known here.
Does
Yeah.
this
People.
Does this put the clan at risk to have both of you in a crowd this size and such close quarters?
Not with the four of you here, and not with Aralahkis at father's side.
He'll be fine.
Is
As long as you're fine.
Ben, that's not her name, but I can never think of her name. Coming.
And the priest from Dresphine is coming, and he's sitting with us as well. He would like to
very
help
well.
you. He would like to help you plan the festival.
Oh, Father Underwood.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
I've
Father Underwood.
met him a couple times.
And apparently he's helped with this kind of thing before, so he might be useful.
Oh, yes,
to
he
you.
has. Well, one that I was involved with. But
Okay.
yeah, so, well, that will be helpful indeed, simply to have someone who's done this once before.
Yes.
I have not been involved in such a thing here yet. Since getting to know you, this place has become a little bit different than it was.
Sorry.
Oh no, I'm not complaining. I'm just a little more tired.
Me too.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, yes. Please seat yourself. There is tea and cider and fresh water on the table, and there are glasses. If you need anything else, I think at this point you know where everything is. Just help yourself.
Cider spiked.
No,
As far
I need to
as
keep my wits about me this evening.
no. It is simply pear cider.
Ooh, that's called Perry.
Perrier.
As you say, it's pear cider.
is Sten coming?
I don't think so.
If we see her, we'll direct her to the table.
Oh, very well. Aloric, do you think maybe we could squeeze a couple more chairs around that table? If I can find a couple more chairs, yes.
No. Sorry, and I'll be standing for part of it.
Yep. We'll be busy.
All right.
Okay, I head to the table.
Okay.
You'll do great.
I set my loot up on the very small stage.
Okay.
And I put my case out with a little sign that says "Tips welcome." And
We're gonna eat.
yeah, I look around to see, if Aloric can come over and get our order, or what we're gonna do there.
Why don't you let me go and inquire?
Oh,
Is
thank
it
you,
the
Athgar.
normal menu?
Hmm?
Is it
I'm
the
sure-
normal menu?
I'm
Yeah.
sure it is.
Yeah.
What is the normal menu?
There's stew. See
And
if we got this
soup
right, Sora.
And mutton burger
Mm.
with cheese.
Ooh,
Right.
mutton
Pheasant
burger for
stew,
me.
which is very good. Chicken soup.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to know the things. I'm
Right.
looking
It's
right
those
now.
sort of things.
That's really funny. I'm gonna have the mutton burger. What do you want, Gwen-Lauren?
I guess I'll have the stew.
Ooh.
It's gonna be okay.
There are too many people here.
I understand. I wasn't expecting this either.
But Tasha, you're a big deal. And then Aribell laughed. You're kind of a big deal. People know you. You have a reputation.
Jesus Christ.
Who?
Oh, sorry. By Dresphine's skirt, this is a lot.
By Dresphine's lacy hem.
By Dresphine's lacy hem, this is a lot.
Is there are there more people from the that look like they might be from the Inner Enclave than we would typically see
Yes.
here?
There are actually quite a few people in here that are dressed as nicely as you. There are probably more people dressed up than there are people dressed normally. And you get the idea that,
Word has
the
spread.
Inner Enclave folk came early to make sure that they'd get seats. And
Wow.
that's one of the reasons why Wiggy went to get tables and chairs to set them up outside for all the people who would normally have shown
regulars.
up. Yes.
Right.
Do the folks from the Inner Enclave typically wear some kind of symbol of which clan they're from?
The Rykeliad wear clan symbols. Otherwise, no. The people who just live in the Inner Enclave don't.
Do you have your lion symbol?
Ooh, this is
Can we have
totally out of character. If we are going to do something with those sapphires, it should say something about us being dragonkin.
Maybe have a gold inlay dragon head on top of the.
Yeah, it doesn't have to say dragonkin,
Right.
but just something about
With
dragons.
a dragon
Well,
on 'em?
it could be that whatever you mount the sapphire in could have, like, gold filigree over top of it to sort of hold it in.
Right. That's what I was getting at.
Like a claw.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Like the prongs look like a
Like a dragon's claw. Yeah.
paw. With the-
Cool. Okay.
All right. Well, Aloric comes over and takes your orders and puts them in, and when he brings them back out, says to Aribell and Zorith, "As soon as you're finished, I will be able to use your help."
Snarf it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I take just a little bit and then push it to the center and
Okay.
go start waiting tables.
All right.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Not at all. Maybe. I guess we'll see.
He has Aribell help him inside and has Zorith take the impromptu tables outside.
Ooh, fun.
So,
So fun.
I schmooze the Inner Enclave folks and get them to buy more drinks because they have money.
well, make a persuasion check. We were just talking about these.
Dirty 20.
Good for you. You are able to. A
Push
few
them all
of
wine.
them, yeah, push them all wine. We're stuck with it.
Okay.
A few of them actually recognize you as one of the four, and then they look really confused. And one of the older gentlemen says, "But why are you working as a menial? You should be at the front table with your companions, your heroes."
This is our unofficial base of operations, and our very, very good friend is the proprietor. And with the crowd this excited to see Tasha, we thought we could help out. Like a little...
The woman with him says, "You see, heroes come in all different shapes and sizes, Harold. I suppose they do.
And it's giving us a chance to meet more people that we haven't met in Thunder's Edge since it's become our adopted home."
Huh. Well said. Well said, young lady. I approve.
Good
It's
job.
very nice to meet you both. The food is excellent. The drinks are even better. You should enjoy both heavily.
I suspect we shall.
I'll go get your order.
Make a perception check.
27.
As you're walking away, you hear Harold's wife say, "Heroes with humility. My, things are certainly different than they were in our day." All right. So you eventually see Father Underwood come in, and you're able to sort of intercept him, and
Wave him over.
he
Get him
comes
to
up.
the table.
"Oh, hello. Oh, really? I get to sit at your... Oh, my.
Well, where else
You-
would you sit?
From the looks of it, on the roof."
It is a little crazy in here.
Yes. I think word has gotten out.
We're starting to.
And I see there are people here who, between those of us here at this table, don't usually trespass into the Outer Enclave unless they're going through it to leave the city.
Too many.
Indeed.
Gwen Lauren is awesome. Not at all a fan.
I don't know how you're supposed to keep people safe in this kind of environment. There are just too many people.
So,
Well, you're not wrong. I mean, there are a lot of people in this building. Yes, let's just hope everything goes well.
everything will
He's
be
not going to handle the
fine.
festival well.
No.
Zoreth, make a perception check as you're running around outside.
Natural 19, 24.
Woo! Woo!
Okay. You see, walking down the street, a nobleman, clearly somebody who lives in the Inner Enclave, walking with a younger man, probably, you would guess, 16. And two things strike you immediately. The older gentleman walks like he absolutely expects everyone to move out of his way and looks a bit surprised and taken aback when people don't. And the younger man bears a striking resemblance to Athgar. Like, if Athgar had a brother, that's what he would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I assume that is our esteemed leader and Aralahkis.
Mm-hmm.
And I just grin to myself. And then once they get close, I say, "There are some more tables inside, or if you may like, there's some tables out here. And I'll be taking your order if we're out here."
Well, you know for a fact that there are no seats inside at this point.
There are no seats inside at this point. There's seats out here.
You see the father kind of lean down and whisper something in the ear of the younger man. The younger man walks over and goes, I don't suppose you could persuade a couple people to get the fuck out.
I will go see what I can do, my lord. And
Hey, none of that. I'm just a kid out for a night with his dad.
Well, the guy would look like he would be a my lord, right? The older dude.
Yeah.
Just not okay.
Yeah.
Not
Then I wouldn't. Okay, whatever. And I go inside real quick, and I go to a table pretty close, and I choose. Are there two people that look like they're together, like a lord and a lady, or some people?
Okay.
Are there some people that are two of them? Actually, is there a family there?
No.
Are there are a couple
This
people?
is just singles and doubles.
Okay. So I go up to the two people and I say, hey,
They can join me.
oh, your table is full now, isn't it?
No.
We got up.
Oh, you and I got up.
So there's
And
so
plus
there's room
there
for-
are extra chairs.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Bring him in here.
you don't know. Okay. I'm going to say, actually, I heard that you two were the correct number of people entered, and you may now sit at this front table with one of the four.
And they
If
look
you
up
would
like, really? Us?
Yes.
Oh my
Let me go make
goodness.
sure. Let me go make sure. And I walk over to Gwenlauren and the table. I say, hey, I need to add two just people to this table. Okay.
Who?
Be back. Oh God.
People I know?
No, people you don't know, so that people you do know may come inside and sit, because people you do know are a little testy that they don't have seats.
I take out my dagger and place it on the table.
Perfect.
You do not.
I do.
We're not there yet.
I'm putting my arms over it so that people can't see it, but I just want it accessible.
I go back to
I
those
see
people.
Lori come in.
Yeah. And you see her talking to these two people. Then you see her go talk to Gwenlauren.
And I see Gwenlauren pull it.
Make a perception check.
22.
Okay, yeah.
And I say, try not to anything.
Stab anyone?
Yeah, please, not now. Okay, unless it's provoked. Okay. And then I go back over to those two people. Absolutely, your table's right this way. And I take them over and I
kind of have figured out what Zori's doing, so I'm going to come block the table so no one else sits there.
Okay. All right.
and then I'm going to say, I hope you enjoy it. And then I walk away and go outside, and
Right.
I make.
Hold on. Gwenlauren,
Yes.
make a history check.
Oh, I rolled well. Let's see. History. 21.
You actually do know who these people are.
Oh.
This is Lord and Lady Thelson. He is a tailor. She is a seamstress. They actually make clothing for the Inner Enclave.
Very good.
They are not considered sort of high nobility, but they're appreciated for their talent.
I won't stab them.
So,
Excellent. Excellent choice.
And then I'm going to go outside. Then I'm going to go outside, and I'm going to motion and be like, gentlemen, There is actually some chairs inside, I found. At this table, closest, that there's some chairs in there at a table.
And the son just looks at the father kind of like, and you see the father like, thank you.
And then I put up a little, I'll grab a chair and I'll kind of set it like in the, like sort of in the doorway, or I'll tell the two bouncer dudes that there's no more room inside.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, so now there's really no more room inside.
Right.
Got it. And then I go back to waiting tables.
Okay.
So these guys come in and sit down.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Aribell. I'll be your server this evening.
I love it.
Let me tell you about our specials.
They just both kind of sit there and look at you. The son is giving you this weird look.
God.
Take their order and wink, and then
You see them sort of huddle briefly, and the older man just kind of goes and just settles back.
I give them the beady eye.
Why?
Oh, the two
Because-
that just came in?
Yeah,
Because why?
because I know the nobility in
know
this
who
town.
they are.
Make a
Just explain to you who they
I
were.
know, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to give them the beady eye.
Okay, got it.
Gwen Lauren, make a
Yes.
perception check.
Lord, let it be high.
Can't hear you. Here we go.
Oh, sorry, not as high as I would like. You said this is a
Perception.
perception. 15.
15 is enough. You kind of glance over to give them the stink eye, and you kind of go, the sun looks like you remember Athgar looking about 6, maybe 7 years ago.
Shake my head. His vanity is going to get him killed.
And hold on. You see Athgar go,
Right?
Goodness, guys.
Right?
Way to go, Aralahkis.
So glad Athgar's cousin could join us today.
Athgar's little brother.
Alrighty. Let's just not talk about it.
Lockisgar.
That's funny.
It's fine.
Well, let's hope no one looks too closely. This may be a good reason for appreciating the crowd.
Indeed.
They're not going to do those comparisons too closely.
No, because they can't see.
Yes, exactly.
Get this show started. Get us out of here.
Am I done eating my food?
You tell me.
I'm done eating my food.
Okay.
What time is it?
You probably got about roughly another 15-20 minutes till most people are done eating.
Okay.
I mean, the service hasn't been quite as fast as it usually is, although it's been much faster with help than it would have been. So.
Okay. So I go up to the bar
Mhm.
and ask for pot of tea and some water.
All right.
And I take that to my little station
Okay.
and I start setting up.
All right. And you see that, and this gives you sort of your first real feel about sort of the difference in the crowds. The people who are clearly from the Inner Enclave see you beginning to set up and immediately settle themselves, stop eating, fold their napkins up, and get themselves ready to give you their complete and undivided attention. The regulars just keep eating and drinking and talking. And they're getting some dirty looks. But what you have here is a clash of two cultures. So, fortunately, this one hopefully will not bring anyone to blows, because if it does, Gwenlaren will kill them.
That's not.
All right. You begin with what? Like, how do you put your first set together?
Let's see. I'm gonna put together some dancing tunes.
Okay. Now you know that there's no room for anyone to dance here.
That's
tonight.
true. Okay, I play some folk tunes that are more story.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Some of them are lively, but good for clapping. But more about the story. Have I picked up any songs from Thunder's Edge?
That's a very good question.
I'm sure you would have picked my brain.
Why don't you make me a history check?
$19.
You've managed to pick up a few.
Okay. I play a couple of those.
Some from talking to Gwenlaren, some simply from, you have an excellent memory for instrumentation and lyric, and you're able to sort of remember it after hearing it performed a few times from other instruments and other performers.
All right. So I play a couple of those.
Okay.
And then second set, I'll play some drinking tunes and some stories about the history of Aecathan.
Okay. The second example you get of the difference in cultures is when she starts playing the first well-known drinking tune. And immediately, the few tables in here that are filled with regulars launch into the chorus with her, and you hear this mild Doppler effect as the people outside launch into the chorus as well. And the folks from the Inner Enclave at first are kind of like, they're singing too. We didn't come for this. But you see, by like the third song that the regulars are singing along with, you actually see that, some of the people from the Inner Enclave have started to adjust, and a couple of them are even like very softly mouthing the words along with the chorus.
That's cool. Okay. So,
go ahead and make me a performance check for the first set. Let's see how you did.
Okay. 22.
22, not bad.
Yeah.
Bad at all. Everyone seems very pleased. The reception is good. Zorith and Aribell, you are hopping in between the first and second sets. Nobody wants food, but lots of people want more to drink.
Make sure I take Tasha something as well.
Okay.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And then, okay, go ahead and make your roll for the second set.
25.
Excellent. You've warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone seems to be enjoying it. Some much more physically obvious than others. The regulars have no problem stomping their feet and clapping their hands or pounding the table and nodding along and, slapping each other on the back. And the folks from the Inner Enclave clearly don't really know what to make of this at first. Most of them figure out that, this is just how
Normal.
apparently it normally goes here.
Mm-hmm.
A few of them still look disapproving, but you're not going to please everybody.
Right.
You're not disapproving of the music.
No,
Glenmar.
not of the music.
No.
And I stop, and
Okay.
at the end of the second, and I say, "This is a new song I've written. Many of you may have heard about it, and everything in this story is true." And then I launch into the song.
And the folks from the Outer Enclave just kind of go, "Oh." The folks from the Inner Enclave, there's polite laughter.
That's fine.
Before she starts, real quick, as I'm going around to the tables with the snooty people,
Mm-hmm.
like the ones that look super snooty, I like very subtly point out how much Lord Athgar seems to be enjoying himself at the front of the room, at the table.
And
Nice.
you get a mixed response from that, too. Because you get the sense that there are some people who don't consider him to be someone who behaves appropriately.
Oh, I see.
Well, tough.
Right. Well, like I said, you're not going to please everybody.
So I hear her say that she's gonna do the thing,
Okay.
and outside, because I can't do it inside very easily, I'm going to do the prestidigitation and do a little shower of sparks out at the window, so you can kind of see them in the window, out the window. Just
Nice. You're
Yeah.
so sweaty.
All right.
So
Zori, make a perception check.
oh, pass. Ooh, 19.
You see one of the bouncers take his hand and go for his left hip, and the other bouncer leans, holds his arm out and is no, it's okay.
Sorry.
yikes. Did you want me to roll for the song?
Mm-hmm. With advantage, please.
$24.
24. You launch into the tune and begin to relate the tale. Good neighbors, draw near, and hark to the song. 'Tis war that we fear, which happened ere long. The dragons and orcs who blackened our shores have come once again to take mine and yours. And in the bridge between the verses, you hear some of the regulars go, ooh, boo. The four, as you've heard, they wander the realm, helping the folk who feel overwhelmed. They found an old tale of dragons a shade like money, and weapons and armor are made. Lots of cocked heads as people try to sort that one out. They're like, shades like money and weapons and armor. Third verse. The four followed fast the story they found with help from Susaran, those travelers renowned. Radically different reactions. Regulars, ah! Inner Enclave folks. And deep in Trezan they found them asleep. The four roused the dragons, their promise to keep. And then the first time through the chorus, copper, silver, brass, bronze, and gold. They've wakened to help us like the stories of old. So peer at the skies and look for the shade. We'll welcome them back as they fly to our aid. Regulars, totally enwrapped, just kind of like, Inner Enclave folks?
Not sure about it.
Not sure about it. Fourth verse. And so they've returned to the skies once their home, and settled back into where they once did roam. When dragons and orcs again threaten us, they'll spring to our aid and flame them to dust. Yeah, regulars. Yeah! Inner Enclave folks. You run through the chorus again. And you run through the chorus one last time, and once again, there are a couple people
Who sing along?
who are trying to sing along. They've got the melody.
Mm-hmm.
They don't quite have the words down totally,
Okay.
but they've got the melody. And you finish the song and strum the last chord, and the applause is really, really loud. Very enthusiastic. And you see in the back of the room the young lad that looks like Athgar
Mm-hmm.
is clapping and stands up and continues to clap.
Oh, wow. So,
And you see the other people at the table kind of like looking at him and looking around, and then they slowly get to their feet, and it happens sort of like a wave across the room as nobles notice other nobles standing and immediately get up. And as soon as this starts to happen, the regulars all leap to their feet, just applauding and cheering and hooting and whistling. And
Standing ovation, bitches.
I bow deeply. And I say, I'm going to take a break, and then I will come back and play more. Thank you very much. And I sit down at the table and
Okay.
drink some tea.
all right. Let's see, Zorith and Aribell, both of you immediately start taking orders again, but several of them are people ordering drinks to be sent to Tasha.
Oh, my.
Okay. I bring him inside and set them all down, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zorith comes over with a tray of like 5 ales and a glass of wine and sits them all down in front of you.
Thank you.
Tasha, and if you want anybody else to help you, here are some drinks.
I give the wine to Father Underwood,
Oh, thank you so much.
and I give the ale to Athgar, and I give another ale to Gwen Lauren, and I drink an ale.
I will be quite curious to see what someone's reaction is.
Well, he gave me a standing ovation.
No, he didn't.
He
Unless he told Lakisgar to stand.
Oh, I see. Well, one of them did. We'll see what happens.
Yes.
I mean, we could set up a meeting, if you know what I mean.
Yes, and I expect that will happen one way or another.
Indeed.
Oh, goodness. And you look up and you see the elder gentleman has walked up to the table.
Ah.
And he just pauses and places a hand lightly on your shoulder, Tasha, to get your
Yes.
attention.
Yes, sir.
I'm gripping the dagger.
I simply wanted to say that was a very interesting song. And as I have experience, well done.
Thank you.
I look forward to perhaps in the future hearing more about this.
I would be happy to talk to you whenever you like.
And he kind of smiles softly. Well, I must be getting home. But well done. Well done indeed.
Thank you, sir.
And he
Have a
turns
good
and-
evening.
Turns and walks out and gestures, and you see, Lakisgar get up and walk out with him. And Athgar just goes, and I thought I couldn't be surprised. Not anymore. And yet.
And yet,
And I think that's the most complimentary thing I've ever heard him say to, well, really to anyone, myself included.
That's not saying much.
No. But for him,
it was a lot.
that was a standing ovation. At least that's how I would interpret it.
Well, you would know.
Yes, I suppose I would. Yeah.
I think it's a good sign.
At the risk of sounding like I am intentionally punning, I think you have all played this just right.
Thank you. We're trying. This is a new experience for all of us. I've never played a crowd this big.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my. Well, definitely something to celebrate then, wouldn't you say?
Cheers.
And Father Underwood kind of leans in after taking a sip of wine and says, well, I'd get used to it if I were you. Just wait until you return to the sanctum next.
Oh, my goodness.
Mm-hmm. You remember the large recital hall, the one that holds several hundred people?
Mm-hmm, I do.
Were I a betting man, and I am, I would bet standing room only.
Wow.
By the time you get back there, there will be students who have been learning this song. And, they'll want to hear it sung in the original voice, the original key, on the original instrument on which it was composed. You remember. That's a big deal.
It is indeed a very big deal.
So, I would say if you're not necessarily comfortable with crowds this size, that you acclimate, because they're going to get larger.
I did fine. I'm not worried about it.
Okay, good.
Somebody's gonna get stabbed.
She's the one who's worried.
Oh, my,
She-
such a grim countenance. Did you not enjoy the music, Gwenarm?
I enjoyed the music a great deal. I don't enjoy all of these people. It's too hard to watch for
Oh, yes, I see.
attempts. Literally, the last time we were in a bar, someone tried to assassinate us. So
No, just me.
when one of us is attacked, all of us are attacked.
True. But don't
Spoken
worry.
like a true hero.
We handled that, and we will handle the next attempt.
It's harder when there are this many.
You know, I don't think this was included in the story.
Which part?
Well, this band of assassins.
Well, okay. Number one, I grew up in the worst town on this continent.
Belinamod?
Are you just saying this to the table plus the extra 2 people?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Straffaman's Way.
And
Straffaman's End.
oh. Well, clearly you escaped.
I did, with the help of someone who happens to be my very first boss and is also a bard and taught me to be a bard.
Oh yes, the warbender.
Yes, Warbender,
Yes.
who I am eternally grateful for.
Yeah, well, I would expect so. You see,
But I
Athgar's
was-
just kind of like, because this is the first time Athgar's heard this story too.
But I was sort of adopted by the man who claims to run that town, and he takes it as an affront that I left.
Oh.
So on occasion, he sends someone to try to bring me back. And needless to say, I ain't going. So there's that. But then there's also a lovely Jagravaran mage who has made it her business to be our arch enemy. And it hasn't turned out well for her so far.
Well, every good story has to have a good villain, or it's not interesting.
And the last time I performed this song, she attempted to ambush us. And that didn't work out either.
I was going to say, clearly she was not successful, otherwise you wouldn't be here
No.
telling me this story. Interesting.
So
And you see Athgar kind of go, and he just mouths,
yep, that's the one.
Needs
Father
to be
Underwood's like-
eliminated.
"Oh dear boy, don't tell me you know this story too." I know the end of it. Well, I suppose the beginning of it. I am acquainted with this person. We have crossed swords once already.
Mm-hmm.
She was no more successful that time than she was apparently this last time.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
my
doesn't stop
opinion
her
of
from
her,
trying.
my opinion of her continues to descend.
The only reason she got away was she had a contingency spell.
And both Father Underwood and Athgar go.
She had a spell that basically was set up to whisk her away if her health got too low.
Oh, that's delightfully unfair. That's
Wow.
cheating.
Indeed.
Well, she's a villain. I suppose there is no such thing as cheating, really, but...
Yeah, she's a Jagravaran.
Do you know, by any chance, which god she serves?
Nope. But it can't be good. So, there are more stories, obviously, but those are the most pertinent ones. And it's made Gwenlaren a little stabby.
You see Lord and Lady Thelson, they've been sitting here this whole time, and they just both kind of move a little bit away from Gwenlaren when you say that.
And I look at them and go, what? I'm smiling.
So I'm going to get up and go to the little girl's room. And then I'll come back and play again.
Well, I look forward to it. I'm here as long as you're playing. I've set aside my whole evening to come and hear you.
That's lovely. Thank you.
Well, I'm very proud to say that you're representing the lady well this evening. Your performance has been outstanding.
She has blessed me with many gifts.
As she has blessed us all. You see Athgar is looking just a little thoughtful. And he says, Gwen, can I talk to you for a moment?
Uh-oh.
Yes?
Away from the table.
If you're looking for privacy, this is not the place to find it.
Oh, we'll step upstairs into the hallway for the sleeping rooms. That should
There
be
you go.
sufficient.
Be a lot of gossip about Athgar going up to the sleeping rooms with Gwenlaren. Just gonna say.
It doesn't appear that he's thought of that.
Gwenlaren gives zero shits about
Right.
gossip.
I'm sure there's a few eyes that watch them go up the stairs to the rooms.
Right. And when you get to the top of the stairs, he just rounds the corner and stops. So probably part of either of them, whichever one's closest to the stairs, will still be visible from the common room. So Granella came back.
I guess.
The red-skinned tiefling.
Yes.
Something's going to have to be done eventually about
I
her
agree.
and apparently about Strafsman's End.
I have been advocating that we go and clean that place out, but we've been sidetracked with this dragons thing.
Understandable. However, as my clansman, I ask you, on the honor of our clan, when you choose to end the threat to Tasha, I wish to come along.
Why is that?
Because you are all my friends. And if now her old enemy is partnering with her new enemy, then a new friend should also partner with her.
I can understand your wish, and of course, I applaud your loyalty to your friends. but remember your place in the clan as well. We cannot risk losing you.
My place in the clan is to sit beside my father and watch him conduct business. At
Your
the
place.
moment, my place is something slightly northward of Lackey.
Your place is to ensure succession. To take over when your father finally bites off more than he can chew.
Well, then you'll just have to make sure I come back.
I thought my role was previously scout and now ambassador. I didn't realize that the role also included bodyguard.
I am my father's son, yes. But thanks to you, and especially thanks to Tasha and Aribell and Zorith, I believe I have become my own man as well.
And I do respect that.
And I did not know about Tasha's origin, but I can see that it pains her. And
Yes.
we all know that Strafsman's End is a blight on Aecathan.
It is.
Therefore, if that blight is going to be finally excised, I wish to help.
I will promise that I will try to have you be there.
You need simply let me know when you are planning this mission. The rest will be up to me and me alone.
On my honor, I will send you word.
That's all I ask. Now, we should probably get back down. I'd hate to come back in the middle of the set.
One moment. And she reaches her arms around herself and moves her arms like this up and down her back, and then says, "Now we can go."
So funny.
And Athgar, being Athgar, just goes, was it an itch?
Uh-huh. I scratched it.
Oh, I could have done that, but...
Oh, would you
Very
like
well.
to?
Well, yes, turn around.
I turn around.
And he...
My mood has lifted considerably. Thank you.
I'm happy to oblige.
Oblivious. So
Yeah.
oblivious.
Yeah. Rolled a 6!
It's got to be like the Outer Enclave folks who are a little bit more rowdy and drunk, like when they come down, like, go Athgar!
No, but there's a couple people that are just like, woo! Yeah!
Oh my God.
To which I go, I'm going to take bows. I mean, if we're going to talk, let's give him something to talk about.
Word.
And you see a lot of the Inner Enclave folk are all...
Oh, that might not be good.
It doesn't. It's
Let
fine.
them talk. They've
Dean
been
already
talking.
thinks that's what's going on anyway.
They've been
so
talking
maybe-
for
Well, I wouldn't know anyway because I'm outside, so.
Well,
Yeah.
you're in and out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you hear, like, a couple people hooting and hollering. You probably
no
figure
idea.
it's just, Tasha going back up there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I go back up there.
Okay. All right. And there's some applause just when you get back up there.
All right. All right. 23.
Okay. And what do you fill your third set with?
I fill it with slightly more upbeat songs,
Okay.
right? Some of the Sasaran songs that I learned,
All right.
okay, and a few ballads. And then I'll end with the song again.
Okay.
That'll be the last song.
All right, then go ahead and make a separate roll for the song.
Okay.
With advantage.
Right. 27.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep. She runs through the Lost Guardians of Aecathan again, and this time you actually see most of the Inner Enclave folk, at least, are sort of bobbing their heads or tapping their fingers along with the song. And this time, when you get to the chorus, there's a few more people the first time through the chorus. The second time you hit the chorus, there's even more people. And the last time you do the chorus, it's almost like a drinking song.
Nice.
At least for the regulars.
Right.
You see there's one table where the Inner Enclave folks seem to be particularly inebriated, and they're singing along too.
Oh my god, that's funny.
So, and there's there once again enormous applause, and people start getting up, but this time they're not getting up clapping; they're getting up to come forward and toss coins in your loot case.
Oh, awesome.
So. So when all is said and done, you have 11 copper, 10 silver, 5 gold, and 1 platinum.
Okay, hold on a second. Oh, shoot.
11, 10, 5, and 1.
11 copper,
10 silver,
10 silver,
5 gold,
5 gold, and 1 platinum.
and 1 platinum. And you're pretty sure the 1 platinum was from one of the drunk Inner Enclave folks.
Not surprising.
I'll put I'll take an empty bowl outside and say tips for Lady Tasha, and I'll just like clunk it on the table out there outside. So
That's hilarious.
Okay. You end up with 6 more copper and 2 silver pieces.
ain't
Nice.
better than nothing. Woot woot.
And the crowd at this point begins to disperse.
Zori and I make some money tonight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Along with several ass pats.
Oh dear. I'm sorry.
I give my tips to Father Underwood for the temple.
Oh. Oh, my. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much.
Give my tips to Aloric.
He's not going to let you.
No.
Well, they're not mine. So I like push into him and like turn around and walk away.
Oh my god. I give 5 gold to Father Underwood for the temple.
The lady bless you, Tasha. Thank you so much. Aribell, you feel someone sort of sidle up next to you. It's Aloric.
Is to give me Zori's money. I'll
Please
sneak it in.
see that she gets this. She earned it.
I will.
And you don't have to tell her this, but there's an extra couple coins in there from me. She earned that too. As did you, if you want it.
Oh, no, I actually am going to donate mine to the temple. So.
Oh, well, then.
And
he reaches into a pocket on his apron and pulls out two gold pieces and hands them to you and says, "Include this in the donation, then."
Oh, well, that's very generous. Zori probably could use the little bit of extra. I had more of the Inner Enclave, and drunk rich people are not very careful with their money.
Drunk poor people are not either.
But they have less to wait to
True.
mistakenly give away.
True. That's why the 2 coins I added are platinum.
Oh my goodness.
I make change so it's not platinum because she gets suspicious if it's platinum.
Oh, you're probably right.
Yeah, so I gave her gold and silver for the platinum.
Okay.
That's
So-
hilarious.
Not as obvious. Not a lot of platinum was being thrown around outside, I'm guessing.
No. I'm not sure they even know what that looks like.
Good point. Good
Yeah.
point. I should
No.
have thought of that.
It's okay. I
I
had
hope
good
that you
thoughts.
did well tonight.
Yes. In fact, we may be opening late tomorrow while I make some frantic shopping trips. to
Oh,
a
dear.
place we probably did 3 times our normal business in one night.
Wow.
At least breakfast you'll have. Probably didn't go through your breakfast stores. So.
No, but I went through a lot of the alcohol stores.
I bet.
But there will be donuts, right?
Pastries.
Ye-
Pastries from
Well,
Sarah.
for you, yes. Remember, the dining room is not open on Sundays.
So, we apologize.
Cook and her will get a day off after her.
Yes, please.
So people are starting to leave.
Oh
right?
yeah, it's clearing out relatively quickly. All of the Inner Enclave folks are leaving.
Was Wiggy outside in my area?
Yeah.
Yeah. I start clearing all the tables, wiping them up, folding up chairs. I guess they're not folded
They're
up,
not
but
folded
like
up
tipping
chairs.
them up over the thing on the tables.
Yeah. Start cleaning up inside.
I help clean.
I will as well. I'm in a much better mood now.
The people are gone.
And she got to embarrass Athgar, so
Well, he doesn't know that yet.
Aralahkis, I'm sure, will make a comment. And Athgar will have no idea what's
Oh.
going on.
They were gone.
They're gone.
Oh, but
they
he'll
left.
hear about it.
But they
Oh.
He'll
will
still
hear
about it.
Yeah, I can imagine that
Aralahkis knows
conversation.
everything.
Well, his dad already gave him grief about me, so
Right. That's
If
what
I-
I
if
say. It's already just adding to the
exactly.
what people suspect.
I do love to needle his father.
I know.
The conversation between Athgar
Father.
and Aralahkis is playing out in my head right now.
You can do that as a bonus.
Right,
at the end
right.
of the episode.
All right.
Tremane would probably approve, though, Gwenlauren.
Well, I haven't forgiven him for referring to me as his crush when he was debating our future.
That was a little.
He was
Distant.
a dick. So again, if he is worried about that, then I guess I'll give him something to worry about a little more.
I don't think he was so worried about you as a mate for Athgar as it being influencing Athgar's judgment.
Yes, he was trying to be insulting.
Yes,
To
but it
Athgar.
wasn't so much as about you. I don't think he disapproved of you. I think he just thought Athgar was thinking with the wrong part of his anatomy.
Where in actuality, Athgar was thinking
With his heart,
with his heart, with loyalty.
which to Tremane would still be incorrect.
Yeah.
to some extent. Because
Possibly.
the good of Thunder's Edge as a whole.
It's more important than one person.
Well, my loyalty is to him, not his father. He knows.
We know.
this.
Come inside.
All right. Aloric sees, checks on the few tables that are left, and then comes over and sort of plops down at the table with all of you. He's got a bar towel over his shoulder, and he looks tired.
Did Athgar leave?
No, he's still there.
I think Zorith and Aribell probably look about as tired as Aloric. Might have worn different shoes.
Yes. I hadn't thought about that, but yes, I suppose those, they look nice. They do look nice, but I don't suppose they are comfortable to be up and around in for any length of time.
It's all right. Reminds me of growing up.
Are
Well.
we nearing ready to leave?
Yes.
I'm going to sneak out and quietly, stealthily investigate the perimeter, checking the roof and other areas so that we're not
Ambushed.
ambushed again.
If you would then, make a, where is it? Stealth check.
With advantage, which is good. 21.
Okay. You see the bouncers are still on the door. Because Wiggy hasn't told them to leave yet. And you make the perimeter of the building. You see several people, but they don't see you. But it looks just like townsfolk. You don't see anything that rouses suspicion.
Okay. I go back in and say, as far as I can tell, no one awaits us who shouldn't.
Excellent. Then let's go home.
Trying to sleep in our house
Yes.
for the first time.
Yes.
I'll walk with you. And then I'll make my way back to the keep.
Well,
Just
that
in
sounds
case.
lovely. Oh, okay.
I mean,
Aloric.
oh, go ahead.
Yes,
Yes, we all give our goodbyes to Aloric.
This was a new experience. And the music was lovely, Tasha.
Thank
and the
you.
song is engaging.
Good.
I don't think it will be difficult to convince others to perform it around the countryside.
That's the hope.
And maybe you found a few new customers tonight.
Perhaps. If they remember.
Oh.
They were
Some of
impressed
them-
with the
Some of them
Food?
may not remember.
no, but they were very pleased with the food and drink selection. And
Well, I will pass that information along to Cook and her daughter.
Food is always good.
and rest well, Aloric.
Oh, I shall.
Give him a big hug.
Thank you for your help.
No problem.
Our pleasure.
Thank you for doing this.
Of course. A renowned bard asks to perform in my establishment, and I'm going to say no.
Okay.
She is kind of a big deal.
I'm
so
beginning.
we've heard.
I'm beginning to understand that.
I take my shoes off and walk barefoot.
Ooh, That looks good. I do the same.
My shoes don't bother me, so I'm just wearing those. Because, I'm wearing birdie boots.
I'm like wiping my head and just like itching and just, we're hot and sweaty. I do prestidigitation to make my clothes look nicer at least. How does she look? Like getting the food off me, and like I think probably some wine or drinks were spilled on me, so.
There's nothing on Aribell.
I go to do her and I'm just like, never mind.
As we're walking, Aribell takes a little pouch and hands it to you, Zori.
What's this?
Your cut of the tips from inside. We split them between myself, Aloric, and you. So this is your cut.
That's way more than what was outside. I gave my tips to Aloric.
We had all the Inner Enclave folks in. They were drunk and sharing the money. So.
Okay. All right. So I take it.
Later on, when you count it out, there's whatever. What did I say? There was 6 copper and 2 silver, and 12 gold. No, 22 gold.
That's a lot of money.
I forgot how to do math in my head.
That's way more than Tasha made.
Tasha did fine.
Okay.
It's because they're tipping on meals.
Got it. Okay.
As you stroll along the streets, you see people also out for the evening, and most of them at least nod their head. Some of them wave. A couple people sort of stop Athgar and talk to him briefly, and then he trots and catches up.
So, Athgar, shouldn't we be walking you home? I mean, you're the
prince.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, really?
Protecting you.
No. I'm fine. This is my home. Everyone knows me. If anything happened to me, I actually do believe that those who saw it would step in and try to help.
Yeah.
Especially, strangely enough, here in the Outer Enclave. The time I have been spending at Aloric's seems to have gone a long way to lowering the social barrier. And
That's
people feel comfortable coming to talk to me and tell me about positive things that have happened, or come and seek my counsel for issues that they're having. And indeed, I have brought a couple of them to my father's attention.
That's good.
I think once you're Lord of the Edge, maybe those barriers won't be so rigid.
Indeed.
We will have to change the minds of those within the inner walls as well. That is a much more difficult task.
It is.
Well, things like the festival, which will be an all-city event, and things like tonight will all go a long way.
Oh,
It'll take
yes,
time.
the festival. I mentioned what you had said to my father, and he did not blink in appointing me to be in charge of putting this all together, so I have already spoken to Aloric and Wiggy. If there is anyone else?
The Lord Underwood.
Yeah,
Father Underwood.
Father Underwood.
Oh, Father
Father-
Underwood. Oh, yes. Please, have him contact me,
Okay, well,
and we'll begin. I'll be relying on his experiences to make sure that this happens and happens well.
I think, unless we're summoned to be at the Airmaw Festival, which could happen. Otherwise, I would presume we'd be here.
That would
Depends
be
on what-
wonderful.
Lord Bonethane wishes.
I understand. Well, so you've had your premiere, Tasha, and it looked like it went well. What's next? Where do you go from here?
We need to.
we need to go visit the Sasaran.
But it's winter.
Yeah,
Yes.
we know how to find them.
Really?
Yeah.
We have
I
them.
understood that was one of their most closely guarded secrets as to where they disappear to in the colder months.
Yes.
People tend to tell us things.
You know, I've noticed that.
We're getting there, you know.
Well, will you be leaving in the morning, do you think?
I don't know.
Maybe the afternoon.
Or the day after.
Or the,
That's
we,
good.
we might spend another day here. We have more supplies to get.
Oh, yes. All right. Well, in that case, I'll probably cross paths with you tomorrow at some point.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if your father needs to talk about, dragons, we will make ourselves available tomorrow.
Be sure to tell him I said hello.
Or if he just wants to talk to me and Aribell.
Understood. Well,
Well, you will.
yes. You are home. I will leave you here. Have a pleasant evening. And as I said, I'll likely cross paths with you tomorrow.
As you wish.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
He
Give him a hug, go inside.
Yes.
hugs you back, turns, and heads back toward the gate to the Inner Enclave.
All right.
Gwen Lauren.
Yes.
You didn't
I
even
didn't
warn
stab
him.
anyone.
No, but you didn't even give poor Athgar a hint about what was waiting for him.
That would take all the fun out of it.
Your
No.
hands are pretty
Zorith, you know
definitively
nothing
not
about this.
Athgar's.
You're like, huh?
Most people probably wouldn't have noticed, but your hands are slightly more feminine than Athgar's.
True. And yet, they didn't seem to really notice. So
No, they did not. It gave a lot of people a lot of things to talk about.
people see what they want to see.
That's true.
Besides, this way his shock will be genuine. And if I had warned him, then they might.
It wouldn't have been as
believe he
much fun.
was- Well, yes. Also, it wouldn't have been as much fun, but he would have had a prepared answer, and he would have been seen as more deceptive. So really, I was doing him a favor.
Sure. Not really.
Head inside.
All
I
right.
check on
He's still passed out on the couch.
okay.
Wait, I thought he went down. She took him downstairs to his little room.
Yes,
did.
but he's back on the couch.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Go over and check on him.
I bring him some water.
Okay.
It's more comfy.
I bring him some water and a little food.
Okay. He stirs a little, but he's clearly enjoying the whole, sleeping on something soft, covered in something soft.
Oh,
Zach,
we might need to get him a bed.
you
Doesn't
are
have a
always
bed.
welcome to stay up here when we're. You don't have to stay in the basement.
Let him sleep.
Give him some scritches on the head.
Doesn't he have his own room?
He does, but it doesn't have a bed.
It's just the little dirt.
It has kind of a nest, sort of.
Yeah, we might have to get him a bed.
Put it in the basement.
Yeah.
We could just give him some big fat blankies and then he could put them in his nest.
Maybe.
A bedroll. So we can put a bed in the basement, and then it doesn't have to be in his shop with
Yeah,
the
we'll-
mushroom.
We'll give him choices when he's awake.
We'll get Wiggy on that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I walk around the house while everybody's talking. And then, like, when it's about time, I think, for everybody to go to bed, I'll are we done talking? Is everybody done talking? Is everybody going to bed?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I want to knock on your door before we go to sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to say, okay, good night. And I'm going to run upstairs and, lay down, starfish out on the bed, just looking at the sky.
There's a knock on your door.
Yes, come in.
I come in and I plop next to her. I wanted to
Look.
see.
At the stars.
It's amazing. Try and get a little sleep. Rest. I mean, I know you don't sleep, but rest a little bit.
And then I say, wait. And I get up and I go over to my bag and I pull out the spyglass and I hand it to her and I say, look at some stars. And it works just like a normal telescope would,
Mm-hmm.
or a normal thing. So
Binoculars.
you can see them and they would look way closer and stuff. So
I wish
don't know.
Aaron were here.
I do too. But he's doing good things.
Or mischief making, for sure.
Definitely. A little bit of both. And
Just put
so
my head on her shoulder. I love you, Zori.
I love you too. I love us. I love them all. Yeah, we're doing good.
We are.
And then
Never
I
would have imagined this is where we'd be.
no. Oh my gosh. No. And then I take the telescope and I try to fit it on her eye so she can see no, look over there. So and then that's it.
I'm glad Torora led me to JoJo's.
I am too. It was definitely meant to be. You can stay if you want.
Maybe for a little bit.
Okay. And I just look at the stars, and when she's done with the thing, I look at it and I hand it back to her kind of off and on if she wants it.
All right. As you settle in, beds unfamiliar but reassuring at the same time. And spending your first night home here in Thunder's Edge. And that's where we'll take our break. So,
Yay.
we'll start bright and early in the morning in about 15 minutes.
Excellent.
So should we
Stories.
mark now that we've taken a long rest?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
You can go ahead and mark the long rest because you are not disturbed.
Yay.
And we will be back in about 15 minutes. And we'll see what the next day brings. So don't go anywhere. And welcome back. So, you have finished the first night's sleep in your house in Thunder's
Ever.
Edge. It is the next morning.
I check on Zach.
He is not on the couch anymore.
Okay. I go downstairs and check on Zach.
Okay. The door to his room is closed.
I knock.
Couple moments, and then the door opens. What?
How are you feeling?
Alive.
Good. Do you need more food?
Okay.
I'll be back. I go upstairs and get him some food.
Well, you go upstairs, and he comes out and follows you upstairs.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay.
He kind of pauses right at the top of the stairs.
You can come in. It's okay.
Sure.
Yes?
Okay. He
Uh.
walks in. Just kind of looking around.
What do you like to eat?
Meat.
Okay. I look for meat. Is there any meat?
Dried meat.
Okay. Like jerky? Is it like jerky?
Yeah.
Okay. I put some in on a plate and give it to him.
And he just looks at it and salty. Picks it up with dry.
Sorry. Maybe I should make stew? Are there any
Well,
All of-
eventually we'll all come downstairs for breakfast.
I was going to say all of your stores of dried ingredients and root vegetables down in the basement you've still got.
Okay.
What you don't have is anything that would have gone bad since you've been here last. So, any milk products, eggs,
Okay.
butter, any fresh meats would be
You don't have any yard meat. right?
inedible.
We have,
Hey.
what's yard meat?
Meat for our yard.
I
Like-
don't understand.
Chicken.
Oh,
It was a couple months ago. Yeah. Do you need meat for your yard or what was it?
Oh. Okay, I remember
Right.
now.
Right.
Yeah, so this is all we have right now is salty meat. Sorry. But
It's okay.
it's okay. Okay.
You see, he's eating it.
I give him some water too. Keep drinking water.
Okay.
Just remember to keep eating and drinking and don't do what you did before.
Zach knows.
Okay. Okay.
Great ones say, don't do that again.
Great one is smart.
Zach will not do that again.
Okay, good. How's everything else going?
Okay.
Do you need any new mushrooms?
Found new mushrooms?
I don't know if there are any new mushrooms, but do you need more? Do you need anything like mushrooms that...
Like new mushrooms.
Okay.
Make new potions.
I will look for new mushrooms for you. I will bring
Okay.
you some soon. Okay, I'm gonna
Good.
put that on my list of stuff. All right. You can sit on the couch or, you can go back downstairs, whatever you want to do.
What is couch?
Where you were sleeping before.
Oh. Soft place.
Yes, soft place.
Soft place is couch. Okay.
Okay.
And he goes over and hoists himself up on the couch. He just grabbed all the jerky off the plate and left the plate.
That's fine.
But so as you come down the stairs, you see Zek sitting on the couch.
Eating jerky.
Yeah,
Happily
just
munching on jerky.
ripping, just, like,
So cute.
Is better. And then I start looking for like stuff to make oatmeal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I start making a big pot of oatmeal for everybody.
Okay. You would still, let's see, you would still have dried fruit. You would still have honey.
Mm-hmm.
You would still have maybe a couple kinds of sugar.
Okay. Well, I mean,
So-
honey is fine.
Mm.
So I make I add the dried fruit, but not the honey.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Oh. $17.
It's definitely good enough. It's at least as good as anything you've ever gotten at an inn.
Okay. And
Are there muffins or donuts?
I don't
Not
know.
yet. We'd have to go get them. Just oatmeal.
There's oatmeal. I made it.
I'm going to go looking for oatmeal. Not oatmeal, donuts or muffins.
What's on the plan for today before you go?
We're gonna be heading out, right? Or are we waiting till tomorrow?
There was something we're I think we're supposed to meet with Lord Tremane today.
Yeah.
That's right. I think we're supposed to go see Athgar, right?
I can't remember.
He likes donuts and muffins.
There might be some at the Wrath, but usually they're not open for, Aloric wouldn't turn us away, but it's his day off, so the kitchen's closed.
You want to go to the bakery? Is the bakery open on Sundays?
I don't think so.
You hear someone knocking at your door.
I open the door.
You see Hugh.
Hello. Come in. Come in.
I heard you were back. And I thought, well, they've been gone so long, they're not going to have anything to eat. So, Sarah and I whipped up a couple things. Nothing fancy. But, we thought that'd be a nice welcome back present.
It certainly is. Please come in.
Oh, thank you so much.
I hope it's
You
not oatmeal.
Oh, no, afraid not.
Good.
Oatmeal doesn't carry very well in something like this, and he holds up a wicker basket
I like things that
with
come in wicker
with
baskets.
like a towel over the top.
Ooh.
And as he does, you immediately get the scent of fruit and cinnamon.
Oh.
baked goods.
And he kind of comes in and he walks into the kitchen and kind of looks at it and does a double take, and he's like, do you know you've got a kobold sitting on your couch eating jerky?
Yes. Yep, we do.
Hugh, this is Zach, our friend.
He
Oh,
lives in our basement.
Wasn't
all
Zach
right.
out for the?
He came out long after. He came out when basically nobody was left there but you.
Oh, okay, I can't remember that far back.
So, but Hugh just kind of looks over and goes, hi, I'm Hugh. Zach just goes, sparkling conversationalist, I see.
Well, have you ever heard of the very inexpensive healing potions that you can get in town?
Oh, I know lots of people that have taken them, saved their lives.
Zach makes those.
All right, you could knock me over with a feather. That I don't think I'd ever have believed that Wow.
Well, most people wouldn't believe that we would have a kobold on our couch, but we find weird and interesting things. In our,
Clearly.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm so sorry that we couldn't come and hear you sing last night.
Oh,
We were already asleep by the time that you started your show.
well, that's understandable. That is
Ah.
way past your bedtime.
Aye. But tell me something.
Yes.
I heard that the song is about dragons, and dragons that we don't have to be afraid of. In fact, dragons that we should be happy about. Is that actually true?
Yes, it is.
I start rooting through the basket.
Oh, well, you lift the towel, and you see that there are two different kinds of muffins. There's what appears to be some sort of berry muffin, and then there are sort of crumble-topped cinnamon muffins.
I grab one of each and go sit next to the kobold.
Okay.
Do we have a kitchen table?
Yes.
Okay. I set the table
Okay.
and
Oh.
I set a place for Hugh. And I put out bowls and I get the pot and I put that on but I put oven mitt or something. And
Probably just a couple towels or something.
yeah. And I get the basket away from
Oh no, Gwenlarn didn't take the basket. She just took
Okay.
two muffins out of the basket.
All right, and I put the basket on the table.
Well,
And I sit down.
Hugh had already set the basket on the table, so
Oh,
you're good there.
Okay. And I sit down and I say, breakfast.
So, I got one more question.
Mm,
So it's true that you sang the song,
yes.
and I'm almost afraid to ask this one, but is the song actually true?
You mean the true song?
100%.
So there are more dragons in the world now,
Yes, we woke them up.
and that's a good thing.
It certainly is. They are good dragons and they are our allies, and they're very peeved with the bad dragons.
Oh, well, you know what? I think even if they weren't good dragons, if they're peeved with the other ones, I'm kind of glad you woke them up.
Mhm.
Well, that's going to change things.
Yes, I
so.
hope so. There's going to be a big celebration in about a month.
Oh, the festival. I heard about
Yes. Yes.
that.
To celebrate.
Who did
The
you hear it from?
dragons.
Oh, Cookie. I heard it from Cookie.
Who's Cookie?
The cook's daughter.
Oh. Yes. There's going to be a big celebration.
Aye, and apparently Alaric's already been tapped to provide the food, and I'm going to check and see if he needs us to help.
Oh, that's an excellent idea.
Never tried to make a cake in the shape of a dragon before, but I suppose it
Ooh.
could be done.
Maybe carving. If you made a really big cake and you carved the dragon out of the cake.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Either that, or I'll check with the local potters and see if it's possible they might be able to make mold that
Ooh,
we could use.
what about dragon cookies?
Aye, that's probably easier.
Mm.
Huh.
And you could get the potters to make a mold for the cookies.
Aye, get them to make us a couple cookie cutters.
Yes.
Huh. I'll have to check on that. I'll check with Sar, because I don't know how he'll feel about adding cookies to what we do, but I'm
Just
game.
this once.
Don't say just this once. If it turns out they're popular, it
Well,
might be something we want to hang on to.
then just tell them it's an experiment.
Right. Well, if I tell him it's for you,
Ah,
that'll go over much easier.
I move
Indeed.
to the table and grab more muffins.
He's much less resistant. Don't help yourself. He's much less resistant to to ideas when we tell him that it's for you for.
Oh, that's nice.
He likes you.
We like him too. And you, of course.
Oh, I'm flattered.
Hmm.
And of course, I like you. I don't come to everybody's house on my morning off.
I imagine not. Would you like some oatmeal?
Sure. I'll have some oatmeal.
All right, so I ladle some oatmeal, I give him the honey.
The muffins are good.
Oh, thank you very much. They're easy recipes and they were quick to make. So, we didn't have to get up quite as early as normal.
Good.
But, I figured if it turned out that you weren't here anymore, I'd just take them over to Alarix. But you are, so they're all yours.
Yes. We're here for at least one more day.
Sounds like you've had quite an adventure.
Several.
Maybe we could write down an order to pick up in the morning before we hit the road.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. And he tells you what they'll have in the morning, which is exactly what's listed for the bakery in the player guide now.
I'll look.
All right.
Tell me.
So do you have any more questions about the dragons?
I wouldn't know what to ask. Well, I didn't actually hear. How do we tell them apart? Like, how do we know the good ones from the bad ones?
Well, the good ones look like metal. So there are silver ones and gold ones and brass and copper and bronze. So they look different.
Oh. Well, yeah, I imagine they probably would. And as it's something you can actually see from a distance.
Would
You
we
know
that?
I haven't seen them from a distance yet,
Ah.
but I imagine so. I mean, the chromatic dragons, you can tell their color from the sky.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I
That's what
would
I've heard
imagine.
That's what I've heard anyway.
Oh, yeah, I have seen them, and
Oh.
and I imagine that it would be the same for the metallic dragons.
So if they look shiny,
Mm.
that's probably one of the good ones. And when are we going to see them?
Don't know.
Still says it's recording online.
See them when they're...
Well, I mean, I'm assuming at some point they'll make themselves known.
Right now, we're trying to make sure people know that they're good. And so as soon as they're comfortable, they won't be attacked. I'm sure they'll make themselves known.
Well, it appears a net has frozen.
Leslie's muted.
Yeah, I was talking to her.
Oh,
Ah.
I'll try to reboot.
All right. But let me know what you want. You've still got some credit to earn off.
More muffins.
Yeah.
Zorth is just
Thanks.
rubbing her head and just like itching, and she comes over and she grabs a muffin. And then
You,
she goes and sits down with this kobold.
Are you okay, Zori?
I'm just like super itchy. I don't know if I got into something. I don't know if there was bugs.
Does it look pink or irritated?
Go check her out.
Does it look pink or irritated?
I've got some balm. my bag.
It's bumpy.
Want my medicine kit, then start taking a look at her.
I poke her forehead.
Okay.
Ow!
It's
Does it hurt?
it's kind of like rough.
Just itchy. Isn't it? I don't know.
And you're sitting on the couch with Zach, right? Sorry.
Yes.
Zach kind of stands up and walks over and gets real close and looks right at your forehead and goes, And holds up his hand like,
Yeah, you can try. I mean, like, they're just itchy.
and he runs his hand across the bumps and then goes,
I rub my hand across my forehead a bunch of times, like,
"You great one now too?
no.
Scales!
Oh yeah,
Like Zach.
Scales.
She has scales.
Do they look scaly yet, or are they just bumps?
They're just bumps."
Oh, no, they're just bumps, Zach.
Dude, you're getting scales. That's great.
They're just bumps, right? They're just bumps. They're just bumps, right?
Feel like scales. Feel like skin-covered scales.
Oh, no.
Here, he grabs your hand. Well, he grabs a couple fingers because, his hand is tiny, and runs them across the ridge on his forehead.
And I feel them?
Yep. And you have to admit, it is a little similar. It's not exact, obviously, because his is actual scales
Right.
and yours is skin. But the pattern seems similar.
Maybe they'll go away.
No, go away.
I
You
just rub 'em.
become great one.
No, Zach, I will not become a great one.
You don't know what's going to happen. now
You
that-
become kobold?
I don't know, Zach. I don't think so.
Well, I
Whatever.
don't think balm is gonna fix that.
Whatever.
Maybe. Is it
Scales.
help with itches?
Scales better.
Scales better. Thanks, my love. Well, they're itchy right now. The area is itchy, so I'll take some balm.
Oh, okay. I get the balm
Okay.
for my bag.
All right. It does moisturize the skin a little bit, so it reduces the itch.
That looks better.
Feels a little better.
Not as crunchy.
Yeah.
I poke it again.
Yeah, I know, right? I poke it a couple times too.
And meanwhile, Zek has noticed the muffin and is
I
like, "What?
offer him the muffin.
What that?"
This is a muffin. This one is a berry muffin, and this one is a cinnamon muffin. Which one smells better to you?
Scaly one. Points to the cinnamon one.
I hand him the rest of my cinnamon muffin.
Good.
Like?
Good.
You can have it.
Proceeds to just kind of,
How big is he? Like 4 foot, right?
oh,
Or less
like
than that?
2.5.
Like 40 pounds, 35
Yeah.
pounds.
Oh my god,
Like-
he's so cute.
Like a
I
dog.
forget.
I think of him as a scaly, rodent-like dog.
Yep.
Let's see.
I write down the order and give him. I try to give him money.
I told you, you've still got credit you're working off. There'll be none of that until the credit is gone.
Hey, Gwen Lauren,
Yes.
I was thinking
Okay.
it would be just much easier if you just wore these. I'll be right
what?
back. And I run upstairs and I come back downstairs and I've got my winged boots on, or in my hand.
Why?
Because then if you need to go up top, you can just go up top.
Oh,
Mostly
that's a good
because,
idea.
Mostly because I have the Staff of Frost, the Wand of the War Mage, the Cloak of Protection, the Winged Boots. So if you need to get out of the way, Unless you would like my cloak of protection.
I already have a cloak, but thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you do. I looked.
And you have your Misty Step, right?
I do. It is, it is a spell, but she can probably carry me greater than I can carry her, because she can probably carry more than I can without being encumbered. So it's winged boots.
Okay. Do those need to be attuned?
They do, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, let me see if I have any, if I can have them.
Well, you can have them. You might just need to, trade something out when you want to use
We've
them.
only got 2 things attuned, which is why I was thinking you.
Okay.
Yeah, as you like to sort of take the high position for bow work, that makes a certain amount of sense.
Yeah. And Aribell, would you like the cloak?
Well, don't you wear the cloak?
I do.
What would you wear instead?
Well,
Is there something you can't?
because see, then there's the ring of spell storing. There's
Oh, right.
so many things.
So you have a lot of things to attune. I mean, yeah, I'll take it, but only if you really want to.
Gives me a bonus to AC and saving throws.
Yep, +1.
Yes. And strangely, I'm feeling a little more resilient right now. So I don't necessarily know if
Do you have something else you'll attune if you give me that?
the ring of spell storing, I guess.
Okay.
Take the cloak of protection right now.
Okay. And if you need it back, just let me know.
Yes. Because you also don't have 3 things.
No. We still have that sword too. I mean the ring.
Yeah, we still have the ring of the
Shooting stars.
Shooting stars.
shooting stars. We still got that.
And the staff of
The
Cold?
staff of frost is
Frost
I'm
is
going
frost.
to take. The staff of frost, the wand of the war mage, and then the ring of spell storing.
Okay.
Does Tasha have 3 things?
She does not.
Okay, so she could take the
ring.
ring.
Yep.
All right. So what else would you like to do with
trying
your
to-
day?
I was trying to give Gwenlauren my cloak so she would have a better armor class,
Okay.
but that's why I wanted to give her the boots instead. But
Yeah, I have a cloak of elven kind.
right, I know, I saw that. I forgot. You get a lot of things for the cloak of Elvenkind, so that's why I chose the boots. And then I was trying to just give away stuff, and
No,
I was
that's
just
helpful.
like, "Oh, here, take this too." And then I was like, "No, that's not what I planned in my head."
I would like to make only charisma saving throws from now on.
Nice.
And we never make those.
Holy peaches! What is that from? Plus that cloak gave you a plus 14.
No, the cloak gave me +1.
Oh,
I had 14.
jeez.
Well, I have a 20 charisma, so I get +5. I I get +5 on all my saving throws for being a paladin. And what we get from our level, and then +1. So yeah, +15 on charisma, +13 on wisdom.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. If we decide that the Ring of Spell Storing doesn't work, or we
I will
use
give
or
it back.
whatever, the cloak will work for me. But it just,
Yeah, I'll give it back.
right
Can
now.
you guys
it's-
see me?
Yep.
Yes.
I don't know why there's two me.
I don't
Not
know
on
either.
our side.
You can just hide that as a non-participant video.
Oh yeah, I have all non-video participants.
That's why you can't see it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't see it. Oh no, I still don't see it.
Well, I moved her out of the active.
Ah.
The second her.
Okay.
So, Tasha, if you want to wear the Ring of Shooting Stars,
Yep. We're just gonna hand it on over to you.
What happened?
They're
We're
just
giving you the
divvying up.
Ring of Shooting Stars.
They're just divvying up equipment.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. I like the star of shooting stars. The ring of shooting stars.
Mhm.
But I've got to attune that, right?
Yeah. I didn't do it last night because I was thinking about it as I slept.
but it's a short rest is what, an hour? We're probably going to sit around and eat and talk. That's a short rest, right?
Right.
Yep.
So most of the stores are going to be closed today, so we'll need to get some supplies first thing in the morning and then leave, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Because we'll need some things before. I mean, we could go to Sandy Cove, but it's out of the way this time, so I think we should just get where we need to go as quickly as possible.
I agree. And we can take
Our new gift.
carve it. Mm-hmm.
You do know that. Oh crap! I closed it too. I didn't mean to do that.
Stars
Yes.
still here, right?
Well, you do know that the magic shop. The owner is expecting you to come by.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
To
Did
get
it-
to take care of the one thing, yeah.
Yeah.
What one thing?
The thing that they purchased.
Or we're gonna purchase
Yeah, the lantern thingy.
the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Yep, so we're gonna buy the lantern. No,
Are we all pitching in $1,000?
do we want to just pay for that out of the party treasure?
Yeah, it's the equivalent, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Well, there's party treasure, and then we each have a certain amount of stuff as
So just
well.
take it out of the party gold.
Okay, good.
Okay.
That's just in a different
Yep.
pocket. So
I can't remember. I have it written down.
what? Can't you remember? I have the inventory.
How much it was?
$4,000.
4,000, I think.
Yes. Pulls out a silver hooded lantern, 4K. So I will take off. Once we get there, I will take it off.
Is the store that sells food open on Sundays, or is it closed?
Um.
I can't remember what it was called.
The store that sells food? Oh shoot.
The grocery kind of thing. What's
The Survivors Exchange?
that one was more right like
Bell's Ends.
Well, both of them are general stores, so they both have food.
Are they
Right.
open today though?
Let's see. Looking at my map here. Why can't I find it?
I might be able to check with Aloric because he was saying he was gonna head to restock before the Monday. Maybe.
The Bell's End is open,
Okay.
being in the Outer Enclave.
Okay.
Survivors Exchange is not open on Sundays.
Okay. So we'll stop. Maybe we can go by Bell's Ends on our way back from the Enclave, Inner Enclave.
I was going to say Bell's End is, it's pretty close to where you are now.
Okay.
Up at the top.
Yeah, it's like the middle of the top of the Outer Enclave.
So I got about a 7 gold piece order for Hugh.
Not Hugh. That's right.
Okay.
Hugh's here.
A couple loaves of bread, a couple loaves of the pound cake, a couple dozen muffins, some tarts.
Donuts.
They don't sell donuts.
Oh, dude. Okay.
Oh, I got honeyberry tarts though.
Okay. That sounds good.
But the bread and the muffins will last for a few days.
Right.
Well,
what?
So we'll pick that up in the morning, and we can go see Athgar.
yeah. I
And
was
then
just
go to
gonna
Bell's
say-
Ends and
The only problem with that hooded lantern is it only works for, what'd you say, 8 hours?
6, I think.
I'll look at the information on it.
Yeah, but it works on oil. So if you buy, if you have spare oil, it's 6 hours per container of oil. So when it
Stock
runs
up.
out, you refill the lantern and start it back up, and it works.
Oh, I have oil. Oh man, that's gonna be so much.
We should probably stock up then and put it in the portable hole.
And what we can do is we don't have to, when we're just walking or something, it's fine. But if we're going to talk about anything, we definitely want to have it.
We should have a key phrase that we use to indicate that we need to talk about something secret.
Right, like turn it on before we open the hole ever.
Maybe something like, does anyone have a light?
Yeah.
That's just
Nice.
the key to know that.
Right.
I will write it down. Does anyone have a light?
And I do think we should ask the wizards that are working on the teleportation circle if they can cast another spell while they're here.
I'm gonna cast see invisibility right now.
Okay. I assume you are looking for
Orbs,
a scrying sensor.
scrying sensor.
Make a perception check, please.
Oh, peaches.
You can look under the tables too, because remember when we did that, we hid under the table.
She doesn't know that. Well, I mean, I'm assuming you're not saying that to us.
Yeah, I did. You're casting a spell, right?
16 plus, what is it? Insight?
Perception.
Perception. 21.
With a 21, you look around, look all over the place, look under the table. You don't see any evidence of anyone scrying on you at the moment.
Okay. Okay.
Somebody got a headache the last time they did this.
That's true.
Ew.
It may be a while before she does it again. Let's hope so. I guess now we go find Athgar, right?
Sounds good.
Hugh, everything was wonderful. Do you have to get back?
Probably. SARS back there right now, probably cleaning up and complaining to the gods that'll listen. So I should go and help.
I hand him the piece of parchment and tell him we'll be there early.
Right?
That's okay.
All right, yes. Well, I'll have it ready for you.
Thank you, Hugh.
Oh, you're more than welcome. It's lovely to see you and to have you back on the edge.
Hopefully we won't be gone too long this time.
I hope not. It seems like you're always running off, but then you always come back with these amazing tales, so I guess what you're doing is important. But, I'm thinking that you need a break.
Well,
Once we
we
saved
did.
the world.
We did get to sleep in our own beds, so that was nice.
It's very nice.
And that's what you consider a break. Wow.
Yeah.
Just goes to show I am not cut out to do what you do.
I need to see Wiggy today too.
Okay.
Well, I'm guessing he'll probably be in one of the taverns that's open today. He's kind of taken a liking to the one inside, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course he
The
does.
spider.
Yes,
Yes.
because now he can get in there. So
Yeah.
when the Wrath is closed, he seems to be taking a liking to go there instead.
Oh, we can stop by.
Well, scam.
See full bar jam jar.
Full bar jam jar.
If that's what you want to do.
No, I just see the spider. All right.
I'm not saying that he's a bad person, but I'm saying that I don't like him much.
Oh,
I just like his name.
he's just got a funny name.
He's got a funny outlook on life too, especially for a halfling.
Really?
All the things that I consider to be completely essential to having a good life, he doesn't care two wits about. What he cares about is smashing things and blood in his teeth.
Oh. My.
And that's what he'd prefer to be doing when he's not actually taking care of the spider.
Well, that is peculiar for a halfling.
Aye. Makes me nervous.
I can understand that.
So, anyway, I should be getting back to Headsar. So, you can keep the basket. Just bring it back with you in the morning. And
Will do.
that way you can nibble on the muffins to your heart's content.
Thank you ever so.
You're welcome. And bye, Zach. Well, have a good day, yeah. And he heads out.
Well,
So Zach hops off the couch. Going to work.
hey, how are the pink mushrooms coming along? A lot of them? Little of them.
Lots, but making potions. So, picking them.
Yeah. Okay.
Need to get back to work.
Right.
Okay.
Running out of potions.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
Need to make more.
Mm-hmm.
Always people wanting.
Oh, make sure you take a break every now and then.
Why? Make potions fun.
Okay.
Make sure to take a break to eat and drink.
Okay.
Okay.
Great one say so. New great one say so.
Mm.
Okay.
I just put my hand on my head, absent-mindedly feeling my bumps.
What's wrong with your forehead?
Oh, you might have been in the other room.
She's got scales.
No, they're just bumps.
She knew great one. And Zach hops off the couch and goes downstairs.
Not a new great one.
Oh. You might be a little more dragon than we thought.
They just itch right now, that's all.
You might be a little more dragon than we thought.
They just itch now, that's all. That's all. That's all.
I hope you get wings next.
I just
That would be so cool. You definitely wouldn't need the boots then.
yeah, that's true. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Maybe you'll be able to breathe fire.
That'd be
Ooh,
kind of cool.
It really would.
I don't think those things are gonna happen, but we'll keep our.
Is that what gold dragons do?
Gold dragons are fire?
And silver dragons?
I can tell you, but it'll take me a minute.
Cold.
Yeah.
Have you
All you
tried?
know about their breathing abilities is what was in the story.
Oh.
Because you've not actually seen any of them use their breath weapons.
Oh, then I don't even necessarily know if it's fire. I assume.
Well,
so.
the story had, the basics.
Oh, okay.
Have you tried breathing fire just to see if it works?
Not in the house.
Not in the house. Yeah, maybe outside.
Yeah.
Hey, toast my muffin.
Phrasing.
Puff of smoke, anything?
Yeah. Phrasing.
No, nothing. I about passed out from trying it,
Toast
but instead I warm it up with prestidigitation.
Well, let's not try that for a while.
Yeah, no.
All right, let us go to Athgar. By then, Wiggy's probably at the bar, and then we can hit bells, and then I'll make us a dinner tonight. For bells, then the tavern, probably.
The Sentinels Academy at some point.
And the Sentinels Academy, which is in the Inner Enclaves.
Yeah.
So should we go to Bell's Ends before we jump in the Inner?
Well,
It's here.
I want to carry. I don't know if I carry everything.
well, you could swing back by the house.
That's true. It's close.
Because the house is close to the northeast entrance to the Inner Enclave.
We're just gonna get the lantern, right? I'll carry it.
But that's, well,
At Bell's End, we're getting food supplies.
yeah, Bell's End is foodstuffs.
Oh, well, we could have them deliver it to the house, right?
Maybe.
Okay,
All right.
I don't know. I
Let's go
don't
up to
know.
Bell's End, come back, drop it off, go to the Sentinels Academy on the way to the keep, and then go to the Spider.
Yeah.
Should be the most efficient route.
We just pick up. We don't need anything specific from Bell's Ends. We can just write it down, right?
Yeah, I'm just getting some.
Yeah, I'll just have to figure out, like how much it's going to cost.
Foodstuffs and stuff. Okay, perfect.
And then I'll get some meats for tonight. I'll make us a good dinner, and then Zach will have some leftovers.
Excellent. Back to the house, and then on our way.
All right. So you head off. It only takes a few minutes to get to Bell's End. You see that they are indeed open, and actually looks like they're doing a decent business today.
Oh, I was
Apparently.
not role playing that. I'm sorry, but we can.
Oh,
That's
well,
why I said. Never mind. I lied. Ignore me.
okay. But only for a moment.
We go shopping and we leave. Is that what you're trying to do, Nikki?
Yes.
Okay. What are you interested specifically in picking up?
Some more dried fruit, dried meat, spices. I think we have plenty of flour and stuff at the house I can take because we stocked.
What I was thinking was she was gonna make a list and we would send it to you and then we'll pay you out of camera. But
Oh, okay.
that was what I was thinking.
Okay, that's fine too.
We've got root vegetables and some fresh meat. So
Okay.
10 gold worth of stuff. I don't know.
Well, make me the list, send it to me, and I'll let you know how much it is.
Okay.
But we'll just say that, you shopped.
We shopped. That's what I was trying to do. And we
All right.
danced.
Hmm.
And then we can just go in at the Rakiliad post 18.
Well,
Oh no.
Which
gotta
18?
Go home. Nothing. Never
well,
mind.
that's true. Yeah,
We're
you
going
need to
home.
drop the stuff off at home.
And then
And you can go into the Inner Enclave there, yeah. All right. So
And
where are you headed first?
the Sentinels Academy.
Okay.
Oh, is that what it is? That's not in the Inner Enclave. Sorry. That's over by our house, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah, that's why they're open.
Yeah. So we'll go to the academy and then go in to the.
Okay. Well, you walk in, and once again, you see the proprietor sitting at the table, hands furiously working and gesturing over a crystal ball on his table. He's peering into it intently.
Hi, Erky.
Hello. I give up. Pulls a cloth over it.
I apologize for disrupting your.
No, it's fine. It's fine. There's a rumor going around that there's a dragon in the desert. And I have been furiously scouring the desert looking for said dragon, and there's no dragon in the desert.
Were you happened to be at the Ivorys Wrath last night?
No, I wasn't able to come.
There's stories that there's now good dragons around, so maybe the dragon in the desert is our friend.
Good dragons.
Yes, metallic ones. They look different than the others.
I hum a few bars.
There's a whole song about it all over town.
Well, doesn't mean it's true. It's a song.
Is true. We're here to pick something up today.
Yes, you were interested in the lantern.
Yes.
Excellent. Are you going to purchase the lantern?
Yes.
Very well. 4,000, as I said yesterday. Just a moment, I shall fetch it.
Ouch.
And he goes in the back and comes out with a very solid looking leather sack with a drawstring top. Sets it down, loosens the drawstring, pulls it down, and immediately lights a small stick, opens the lantern, and lights it, and says, "It's just that simple."
And it runs on regular oil?
Yes.
So I have some oil. because
And
I bought-
oh,
Something
and
there.
he's looking up in the far corner of his shop.
That's quite rude, isn't it?
Oh dear. Do you know who they're watching? Are they watching me or are they watching you?
Probably us.
Oh, good. I mean, not good, but yes, you understand.
I wave at the orb.
And it doesn't move.
Well, would I have noticed it when I walked in? How long does see invisibility?
I think it's
last?
only like 10 minutes. I could be wrong.
1
It
hour.
could be longer. 1 hour. Okay. Probably not.
Okay.
Given how busy Bell's Academy was today, it probably took a while to do the shopping and then
got
get
it.
home and
Yeah.
then get here.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, well, regardless, you can clearly see that it works, and it's superior to
an individual casting because it works for anyone, regardless of their magical proclivities.
So now, question.
We're gonna give her like a whole chest of one of the chest of 3,000 gold and then like 100 platinum. Is that the? It's 4,000 gold pieces.
Right.
I think the chests each had 3.
Yep.
So we could haul, like we would have hauled a chest with us, and then you're not putting that in a sack, and then maybe 100 plat, like convert
In a big bag, yeah.
Oh, so not just
take it out. Yeah, we'll have to like change it out.
Okay, hold on. Let me put it back in there.
No, still take it out of the.
I know, but I had it all as gold, so I'll put the gold back. Like 1,000 of it, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking like exchange it so that we had easier to carry. I didn't want to count out 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
Fair enough.
what? Okay. Sorry. Sometime my brain unbrains. So we put the 21,000 gold, that's in the portable hole. Everything else is split between everybody. So like everybody has the platinum. So like if we want
Right. Well, I mean, we left it in the hole. We just each took our share. Like we each have our own chest, but I don't think all of us, we didn't take out 4,100 platinum pieces and carry it around.
That would be stupid.
No,
I'm just
no,
saying,
but
like,
my point being that everybody has platinum. Gold is the, so if everybody wants to give their gold, I'll readjust.
well, I was just, you can take it out as gold, just
Yeah.
we'll know we
That's
exchanged it for. I mean, I don't think it matters much. In the inventory, I don't know that it
It
matters.
does in the inventory, but I will figure it out.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
I would just subtract it as gold, and we just changed it.
Yeah.
But just subtract 4,000 gold from party
I
treasure.
did.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Done.
All right.
Her OCD doesn't like it.
It's fine.
And he kind of one last glance at the sensor that's visible now.
Can I dispel it?
You will need to roll.
Okay. I will cast it at third level.
Okay.
So it's a lantern of revealing, right?
Yes.
Ooh, 18.
She'll carry it. Or do we just
18.
keep it?
18. Still there.
Oh, wait. Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. 23.
Still there.
Yep. We'll just have to.
How does that work?
I buy a couple more.
The DC is 10 plus the spell's level. There aren't 13th level spells. How does that work?
It's not a spell.
Okay. It's a creature, object, or magical effect, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
The effects of a spell. Okay. Sorry. I was like,
Aribell,
yeah.
you hear a voice in your head. A voice you recognize. Stop trying to dispel my sensor. I want to know why this little pest is trying to find me.
Wait, which little pest?
I wondered if that's who it was, actually, but okay.
So funny. Oh my goodness.
So who is it?
It's our dragon.
Right, but no, I mean, she doesn't react. It's in her head. So
Okay, yeah.
That's
she
so
winks
funny.
at the sensor and
And you see the sensor go.
all right, shall we head off to the keep?
Very well. He turns the lantern off and
I almost said to him that maybe he shouldn't be looking at things he shouldn't be looking at, but
turns it off and kind of blows on it to cool it down a little bit, and then pulls the sack back up and cinches it back up and hands it to you and begins to drag the chest of gold into the back.
you need us to carry that somewhere?
No. I've got it. Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. I know I will.
We get outside and Aribell starts giggling.
What?
What's happened?
It was not Park watching us.
Oh?
Yeah, he should stop trying to scry on dragons. They don't like it.
Oh.
Interesting.
Got a message from... Which one was it? Guard?
It was Gago.
Gago. I'm gonna say Gargamel. Gago.
Gargamel? Really?
Not Gargamel.
Not Gargamel.
Gago sent me a message asking me to stop trying to dispel
So funny.
her.
So funny.
Very funny.
Oh my.
All right. Well, you have your Lantern of Revealing. Where would you like to go next?
Go see Efka.
I'm sure he'll be glad to see me.
Oh man.
Well, here's the thing. Gwen Lauren,
Yes?
make a history check.
Let's see. $17.
Okay. With the 17, you set out for the keep and then you kind of stop because you just remembered he actually has his own house.
Yes.
Because he doesn't live in the keep, but he doesn't stay in the barracks either.
Okay.
He's got a small house. It's nothing fancy, but it's his. So
Is it at the keep or near the keep?
Where does Athgar live?
I know the way.
Well, let's go.
He's always at the keep every time we've seen him, I guess.
Yeah, he if you want to
prefers more
know,
privacy.
Yes.
he lives right against the wall here.
Okay.
Wow.
As far as he could get from his father.
Pretty much.
He could have gotten away with living in the Outer Enclave.
If it wouldn't get him disowned, he probably would.
Yeah. So she leads you through the streets into an area of the Inner Enclave you've not been in before. It is clearly primarily a residential area. And you would say, based on the standards of the Outer Enclave, that these would be really nice houses. For the Inner Enclave, this may very well be the slums. At least culturally. But, I mean, they are very nice little houses. And she leads you down to a corner where it's very, very close to the wall that makes up the Inner Enclave. And there's a small row house. You're guessing probably 2 rooms. And there's a set of wooden stairs and a single door on the end of the house.
I go up to the door and knock briskly.
The door opens almost immediately, and you see Athgar standing there dressed for the day, nibbling on the remains of a piece of fruit. Looks like he's eaten most of it. He's kind of like, oh, were we meeting this morning?
Oh, you didn't remember?
No.
We planned a tryst. Oh, no, maybe I'm thinking of someone else. Good morning.
We planned a what?
She's teasing you.
You're such an easy mark.
Oh, God.
You do realize that half of the people in that tavern think that you guys are doing it.
Doing what?
Hey, we
You
come in.
think I'm blunt.
Oh, yes. By all means, come in. Doing what?
Oh,
Having
don't
s-
mind her. You know how people love to talk.
Yeah,
Oh, gods.
a lot of people may have noticed you and Gwenlauren going up the stairs to the sleeping quarters last night to have your
Well,
check.
Well, yes, but we stayed in the hallway. We were up there 5 minutes.
And then she gave you a massage.
Oh, she didn't?
No, I think it more looked like he gave her one, but
Well, no, I didn't. What did you do?
he saw her hug herself, didn't he?
I had an itch. I may have scratched, giving the impression that it was you. Perhaps. I just wanted to give people something to talk about. I mean, honestly, they have nothing better to do with their time than gossip.
And now
Serves
they
them
really
right.
don't.
We wanted them to gossip about dragons, but
They were
instead they're
gossiping
gossiping about Asgard
anyway.
and Gwenlauren.
Your father will be so pleased.
Don't take this the wrong way, but I much enjoyed you more when you were out on missions most of the time.
We're still out on missions most of the time.
No, I meant just her.
Oh, I see.
You
Well-
miss me and you know it.
A little less now than I did before. Well, have a seat. And you see it's simple furnishings, but it's clean. And there's a couple couches and a couple chairs. And
I lounge.
We're planning on leaving tomorrow.
oh, I see.
And I think you said yesterday you thought your father might want to see us before we left.
Oh, yes, I was actually headed your direction. Shortly, he would like to invite you for dinner.
Lovely.
Well, it's dinner with father. It's not going to be lovely, but the food should be good.
I'm sure it will be fine.
It'll be fun to see his reaction to the gossip. I'm sure it will have reached him by then.
Should we?
Should we dress up?
No, that's not necessary. It's not an official state event. It's just going to be the 5 of us and father and likely Aralahkis.
Well, at least I'll enjoy 2 out of 3.
I will enjoy at least 4 out of 7.
Well, there you are.
Aribell, Tasha, Zorith, and Aralahkis.
Hey.
Wow.
You deserve that, dude.
He knows about the gossips. And usually he's just as eager to give them something to talk about as I am.
Yes,
See.
but not when it comes to you and I, and a rumor of that nature that has undoubtedly reached father's ears.
He's a big
You
boy.
think
He
he'll
can
actually
handle it.
believe it?
Yes.
I think it will give him an excuse to be unpleasant to Gwenlauren.
Was unpleasant anyway.
Yes, but I was going to insist on him being on his best behavior.
Why
I don't
would
think
he
I can do that
can't?
now.
He
Why
still
would he-
can. Just
Why
tell
would he
him
be
that
rude to Gwenlauren?
he shouldn't offend your girlfriend.
Oh, God.
He's the one who put that out there.
Well, I mean, Gwenlauren holds a lofty position within the clan and within. Why wouldn't he be pleased if it was true?
Because we've been friends for a long time, and it has always irked him that his son was more likely to spend time with me and consult me rather than him.
Yes, and Father was quick to assume that the reason was sexual.
Well, but one should consult their mate before their parent.
He's jealous. He's jealous of Gwenlauren. That's sad.
She is not my mate.
Right, but
She
if
is
he
not
thought
my
that,
girlfriend.
Right, but
We-
if he
we
thought
know
that
that.
was
We
right,
know that.
but if your father thought that was true, then it would be appropriate that you would be consulting her.
Nope.
Not in his mind.
Wow.
He's hoping for
He
to sell the
is-
boy off
Well,
to the
that
highest
is.
bidder.
He has already mentioned that he has several ideas of a spouse for me.
Someone from outside the clan, I assume.
Yes,
You know who it is?
I do not. But undoubtedly it will be someone with, how should I put this, strategic value.
Of course.
And how I feel about it is inconsequential.
Are arranged marriages common in the clan?
In the leadership, they have been done in the past.
Were your parents an arranged marriage?
Oh, no. No, my father rescued my mother. And she fell in
Oh.
love with him. Why, I still don't know. But I am
Oh.
grateful she did because, well, I am here.
Just remind him that you rescued me recently.
Oh, I
Oh,
was
that's
gonna
not
say
going to
that.
help.
That
You could
is
have
funny.
such fun with him. Maybe this will make him decide to not marry you off because you're too unpredictable.
I believe I am going to become too ill to attend this evening.
Athgar, please join
I'll
us for
see
dinner.
to it.
He'll be fine.
Athgar, please join us. We're gonna-
Gwenlauren, please stop.
We're going to be leaving tomorrow.
He'll be fine.
The rest
He's
of us
used
will
to
be a
hearing-
distraction.
He's used to hearing idle gossip, and I'm sure if you just tell him that that's what this is, he'll be fine.
We'll see.
Besides, we're going to distract him with talking about the dragons.
Well, there is
The
that.
rest of us are there for interference.
And if he gets too out of line, we'll just threaten to sick one on him.
Would they actually
No,
do
that's
that?
not how it works.
No,
No.
He doesn't know that.
we're not. No.
I mean, I thought I'm just confused.
Gwenlauren's just
all-
having a good time at Athgar's expense.
It will all be
Again.
If you can't tease your friends, then
Remind
who
me
can you
why I
tease?
rescued you in the first place.
because you love
Because you
her.
missed me.
We did get Aralahkis back.
Oh, that's why. Yes, you were a side bonus at best. I understand now.
I didn't have siblings, but I figure this is what it's like, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You missed me horribly.
I simply didn't want to have to foot the bill for your funeral.
I'll keep that in mind the next time you need rescuing. Maybe on your the eve of your wedding, for example.
Do you
Maybe
really
we might-
believe that I need rescuing? I can extricate myself from such situations. I have before.
We'll see.
You are pushing all the wrong buttons.
And I am learning teleportation magic.
Hey, that's very cool.
But seriously, Athgar, you'll get a say, right? And who you're marrying?
If Father continues on the traditional path that he is, no, I will not. I will marry someone he chooses for strategic purposes to strengthen alliances between Thunder's Edge and somewhere else.
You can always get yourself disowned.
What if you fell in love and got married first?
There is a significant possibility that he would have her killed.
That is true. I would not put it past him.
Athgar, we support you in whatever choices you decide to make about your life.
And I appreciate that.
And if we
but
have to start a revolution, that's okay.
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that at all.
You've long known where my loyalties lie.
I was thinking more we
So-
could find someone he would find suitable and you could have a fake, very, very long engagement.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
We just need to keep you out of his way until
He
your
needs to
father
produce
kicks off.
a heir and a spare.
Right, but not yet. He's still the heir.
No, any heir needs to produce an heir and a spare.
I know how nobility works, but he's got time.
No, he doesn't. Not if his father's going to marry him off.
No, he
Has he
hasn't
said
yet.
anything about it recently?
Yes.
How recently?
At least every other day for the past 4 months.
So if we stop
Fair.
goading him, thinking that
Right, he might move
he
along.
might try it sooner if he thinks that you're gonna fall for
Gwenlaren.
Gwenlaren.
So stop it, Gwenlaren. Stop it.
But it's so fun to needle him.
Okay, so
but
you
I
two
will.
sit
I
next
understand.
to each other at dinner. Well, I'm sure
Mm.
there'll be assigned seats.
I will be sitting at Father's right hand. Aralahkis sits at his left.
Ooh, I'm sitting
And-
next to Aralahkis.
Likely, I will be
Order,
seated next to Aribell. As
I
Father
will give him a wide berth.
Father perceives her as the leader of your group, whether that is accurate or not.
Leader? I mean, we don't really have one of those.
Yes, Father does not understand such arrangements.
Hmm. Sweet. So sweet.
Hidebound is the word I would use.
Well, typically, I mean, I would imagine your father's used to seating arrangements by rank, so. And that's how it typically works.
Well, do we
Yes.
know what time it is?
Tasha
Yeah.
knows what time. Oh, what? Sundown.
For
Right
dinner?
now?
No,
for
but
dinner.
that's when dinner
I'm
is.
asking what
Oh.
time dinner is.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Okay. Well, at the keep,
Yes.
we will see you then.
All right. I think that I may go early and attempt to address this latest jocularity.
Behave myself,
Mm,
unless goaded.
I'll believe it when I see it. Come to think of it, I've never seen it.
Oh,
We'll attempt to run interference when necessary. We
I'm,
have lots of dragon things we can bring up to distract him.
I'm not above kicking Gwenlaren under the table.
I don't anticipate antagonizing him at all,
You never
That's-
do.
unless he's rude to me, in which case I can't be held responsible.
And he's usually rude to just about everyone. So,
Never been rude to us.
He thought about killing
I mean-
us all.
Well, I mean, that was an isolated incident. He gave us a house and a teleportation circle, and he was very
He did. He has given us nice things.
And he was very respectful last night.
He was, sorta.
I think
Well-
he even enjoyed himself a little bit.
You are useful.
Right.
And as long as you continue to be useful, your relationship will be, I believe, overall a beneficial one.
Gwenlaren is useful.
Gwenlaren is a thorn in Father's side and always has been.
But she is useful and very talented.
That's why he
Which
used
is
me
why
as
he
a
didn't
scout.
kill her.
Father assigned her as a scout to keep her out of the city. When that was no longer feasible, he resurrected an ancient position out of tribal lore and gave her another position, which would keep her out of the city. This is not lost on me, nor, I believe, on her.
Nope.
All right.
It's almost like he doesn't want me around.
Oh
No, it's
it-
exactly like it.
yeah.
He doesn't want you around.
That's the message I'm getting.
The bardic mind. It links at unexpected times.
Yeah, that's it. The bardic mind. Also, just using our brains.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, we'll let you get to the keep. We'll see you tonight.
Yes, I will be there.
We
Do you know if
apologize.
Blue Spider is open yet for the day?
He kind of pulls a curtain aside and looks out the window, kind of looks up at the sky and goes, if not now, soon. It's approaching lunch.
I need to talk to Wiggy, and we heard he might be there when it opens.
I thought he preferred the Wrath.
He does, but they're closed today. It's Sunday.
Oh, that escaped my notice. I wasn't aware that Aloric did not open 7 days a week. Well, I'm glad I didn't try to go there.
Aloric and Cook do need a little rest.
Oh, agreed. I have told him twice, I think, that he should hire help. But he insists that he does not need assistance.
And perhaps that is true.
But he let us help last night, so he does take help when it's needed. So,
True. Perhaps it's only help from those he trusts, and that is why he doesn't want to hire anyone.
That
No.
could be.
Aloric probably runs into a certain amount of fear and prejudice, and maybe he just doesn't want to.
Oh gods. I am embarrassed. I never even considered that.
That's because he's our friend and we don't think of him that way, but I'm sure others do.
Well, then I shall make my visits there more frequent, and let it be known that he is someone that I am comfortable around, whose company I seek.
Nice. That'll go a long way.
You're a good person, Athgar.
Even if he does allow unsolicited kissing in his hallways.
He didn't know.
I know. All right. Off with you. I have to figure out how to address this with Father.
Good luck.
Just to remind him of what he's always told you. Nobility doesn't listen to idle gossip.
That might work. I'll try it. All right. I'll see you this evening.
Very well.
And he opens the door for you to head out, and now you know where Athgar lives.
At dusk, right? We're eating at dusk.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let's go to the spider.
Okay. You arrive at the blue spider, and you see that the doors are open and the windows are open.
Do you want to have lunch while we're here?
As well.
Might as well.
Sure.
Okay. You walk in, you see there are a few people here. It's by no means full, but it's lunchtime on a Sunday, so.
Do we see Wiggy?
Make a perception check.
Nope, not me.
23.
You look around, takes your
Not me
eyes a minute to adjust. But eventually you manage to make out Wiggy sitting at a table way in the back.
By himself? Oh, I
Yeah.
can't tell. Never mind.
He appears to be sitting alone.
I see him. Start heading that way.
Okay. And as you move back, you pass by Full Bar, who says, "Sit anywhere you like. I'll be out to help you in a couple minutes."
Thank you.
And let's see if he sees you. He looks up as you approach, and he's like, "Oh, hey. How'd you know I was here?"
We know everything about you, Wiggy.
We have our ways.
Then I laugh.
That's unsettling. There are some things I don't want anybody to know.
We know.
Crap.
We sit down.
Then why are you still here if you know everything?
We're leaving
Are you
tomorrow.
meeting someone?
No?
Then you're meeting us right now.
I needed a favor.
Okay, yeah. Shoot.
We're leaving tomorrow. So this is kind of short notice, but I'm hoping that maybe you have some stores now because your business is going so well.
Yeah, I got a few things. I got a warehouse. Not a lot in it, but I got a warehouse.
Mattresses?
What kind? Are you talking straw? Are you talking feathers? You know,
Either, just singles, but 4 of them.
Don't we have mattresses on our beds?
We do.
Okay.
I can probably get 4 straw ones pretty easy. The feather ones might take a day or 2. But yeah, I can do either.
We're leaving tomorrow, so the straw would be fine.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get the feather next time we come through.
Okay. What do you want me to do with them?
If we can get them at the house before we leave. Is that possible?
You're leaving tomorrow morning?
Yeah, after breakfast.
After breakfast. Probably. If I can't for some reason, I will let you know, but I think I can.
What's on our beds?
Feathers.
And are they all singles?
They're all, I think they're all doubles.
Mhm.
Okay.
And they're big beds.
Yeah, those would be too big.
Yeah.
I say we could swap them out, but they'd be too big for what I want.
Right.
Singles, 4 singles will fit inside the dome, and we can put them in the portable hole. So now we don't have to sleep on the ground.
Oh,
Clever.
that's so clever.
I like to be comfortable.
Fair.
Inside the portable what?
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, no problem.
We have something that allows us to carry more items with us now, magically.
Oh, good. Good. That's definitely useful.
And since we sleep on the ground most of the time, if we can not sleep on bedrolls, I thought maybe we'd be more comfortable.
Oh. Yeah, you just got to be careful not to get them wet, because you get them wet, then they're ruined.
Yep. We'll only put them when we have a shelter that's dry.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Or the feather ones get ruined when you get them wet too, so, you know.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any difference, but...
I think straw is fine for traveling. It's still better than the ground.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah. Yeah, you could definitely say that. Though I haven't done a lot of sleeping on the ground lately, so, but I remember. What fun.
And rest is important for us.
Yeah, I think rest is important for everybody. So I heard about the song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did you
What'd you-
hear?
what'd you
Lots
hear?
of people talking about it.
Yeah, what are they saying?
Well, it kind of goes, there's basically three schools of thought. There's the people who think it's complete and utter bullshit, but it's a good song.
Okay.
There's the people who think that you are simply mistaken and that it was one of them bad dragons. And then there are the people who want to believe, so they believe.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that this festival that you're talking about, maybe that'll help.
I bet it will.
So, but yeah, it's interesting. Everybody that I talk to, you know, they all got opinions.
Aribell. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Her. You go.
Oh, I was just going to say, I think depending on where people are in Aecathan, in Airmaw, where they're getting attacked by dragons, they'll want the hope more. Here, where it's a little bit further removed, it's not as desperate of a time.
Yeah. I've had a few people say that, you know, okay, so there's good dragons, but how does that help us against the Jogravanans? And I don't know how to answer that one. So I just tell them that's a really good question.
Well, hopefully the good dragons will help stave off the bad dragons, so we have actually a chance to survive and beat the Jogravanans eventually. That's just order of operations, and sometimes we just can't get to the things we want to get to right away.
Yeah, that's true enough.
Just remind them that these new dragons want revenge.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's something that I'm gonna like hammer on, because people are scared of dragons completely. And even if you say they're good dragons, you mentioned that they're like revenge happy dragons, that's not gonna help. That's not gonna go over well.
Understood.
Because then it's a matter of, you know, well, it was a good dragon that accidentally burned my house down, trying to get revenge on a bad dragon, and my house is still gone.
Well, I understand.
Yeah. But, yeah. So I should be able to do the mattresses, no problem.
Thanks, Wiggy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if we join you for lunch?
No, not at all. Though I wasn't really planning on eating, but you can.
Thanks.
Were you having liquid lunch?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had breakfast. I'm going to have dinner. I don't need
Okay.
food in the middle of the day.
All right.
That ends up creating a pudgy Wiggy. And pudgy Wiggy's not fast on his feet. And that means a caught Wiggy. And so I don't do that.
Okay.
You see Fullbar come over. All right. What can I get you? 2 more of these. All right. You want anything to eat with that? No. All right.
What are your specials?
Let
Like
me
I'm looking
see.
at it right here, but nobody else is.
What have we got today? I got some lamb soup. I've got goose and noodles. That's pretty good. And if meat's not to your liking, I've got turnip and peach sandwiches.
I have
That
to have
sounds-
something called goose and noodles. That makes me giggle.
I'm gonna have the lamb soup.
All right, a lamb soup. And what are you drinking?
What's Wiggy drinking?
Ale.
Well, I'll have one of those.
All right. At least
I
you're
don't want
having.
him to be lonely.
At least you're having food with it.
Yes, I tend to do that.
Not the rest of you.
I'll do the turnip and peach sandwich with tea instead of ale, please.
All right, that'll take me a minute.
I'll have soup and cider, please.
He doesn't have cider.
We don't have cider.
Oh.
Hard cider, right?
Got ale, got wine, got spirits.
Ale then.
All right.
Goose and noodles. I have to get goose and noodles. I don't know what it is, but it sounds hilarious. And beer. Or ale.
All
Whatever.
right. All right. I'll be back with your drinks in a minute, and then the food will take a little longer.
Thanks, Fullbar.
The goose and noodles is kind of like chicken and noodles.
Mm.
Chicken and homemade pasta, and some sort of root vegetable in gravy.
It's not goose?
Yeah, it's goose and noodles, but I'm saying for reference,
Oh, okay.
it's like chicken and noodles, except it's goose.
Okay.
Making me hungry. I need to eat. Always hungry.
So, where are you headed next? You said you're leaving tomorrow morning. What's next on the agenda for the four?
We have to spread this song far and wide.
I understand it's actually now being spread by the Temple of Dresphine too.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the Far Lantern Network spreading it. You got VS's network spreading it, and you got the Dresphine Church spreading it. How much more do you need to do?
We also have an errand to run.
Yep.
As many as we can. As varied.
Well, as many as I
Reality.
can.
What?
I'm just singing it wherever I can.
You want to talk to Fullbar and see if you could sing it here tonight?
Ooh.
Sure. It's not a bad idea.
It'd have to be late. We have dinner plans.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Hmm.
maybe 9?
I don't know if he's going to want to split up the entertainment.
Eh,
But,
Sunday evening, it might not be
you could ask.
it's all right. We sang it last night. We'll sing it where we go tomorrow.
All right.
But thanks for thinking of me.
Oh, yeah, no problem. I'm still, under orders to help you. So, I'd help you anyway. But,
We would help you anyway, E2.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Are you still working as much for Viessa, or you're just taking your time?
There have been a couple things that she's asked me to do that I had to tell her that I couldn't actually finish on time. And she was not terribly happy with that, but I don't know. We're working it out.
She didn't seem happy with us
Why was she unhappy with you guys?
for encouraging your other pursuits.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
She wasn't super unhappy. She just had, she had to give us a little bit of upset, just to keep
Yeah.
up appearances.
I suppose. But I mean, seriously, it's like she doesn't think I can make up my own mind. If she's blaming you, she should be blaming me. What am I saying?
Oh, I'm sure she does that too.
I know she does that. She's told me she does that.
It'll be all right.
Fulbar brings the drinks back and sits them out. It's better ale. Like it's a little thicker, a little darker. So it's an interesting experience.
Does he go back up to the bar while the food's being prepared in the back?
Yeah.
I excuse myself from the table and walk up to the bar.
Okay. You need something?
I wondered if I could purchase a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Whatever your best is.
The best.
Yes,
Okay, I hope you got deep pockets.
I do.
He disappears into the back. And you hear a couple thuds. And then he comes back out with a bottle that looks like it's more dust than glass. He brings it up and sits it on the counter, and some of the dust falls off it, and he goes, "This is 30 years old. Only got 4 bottles of this left. 5 platinum.
You said you have 4. Can I take 2 then?
Let's see your money."
Okay, you said 4 platinum?
Yeah.
Okay. So
5 platinum.
5. I pull out 10.
He scoops it up, puts it in a pocket in the apron, says, "I'll be right back." Goes in, comes back out in about a minute with another bottle. "There you go."
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Walk back over to the table.
Okay.
What's this?
For dinner tonight. It would be rude to not bring a gift.
You're trying to butter him up.
No, it's appropriate manners.
Yeah, well, you would know. Me, I that kind of goes to show why I don't get invited places, because I just kind of show up.
You know what? We do too. Like we just showed up here. We just showed up at Athgar's house. You know, stuff.
You know where Athgar lives?
Doesn't everybody?
I don't.
Oh,
Probably better
well,
that way.
I guess we shouldn't tell you then.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd tell you.
It's true.
Probably.
He might
But
want you to decorate.
I haven't needed to know.
Well, there you are.
How's decorating Aralahkis is going?
Still trying to get everything that he wants. Some of it's pretty weird.
Like what?
Don't know if I should tell you or not.
Oh, I understand propriety.
Yeah, I'm learning it.
Yep.
That's fine. You don't have to tell us.
Yep. That's fine.
Let's just say that I'm shelling out more money to get the stuff than I ever have before.
But he's paying you, so.
Oh, yeah. But it's just, still, I'm starting to get a little nervous. It's, I'm keeping it at my house and not at the warehouse, just in case. Because this stuff is actually worth stuff.
I got it. Maybe you can keep it at the keep or somewhere until it's ready.
I think it's safe enough at my house.
Okay.
Trust me. Nobody's getting in there nobody's getting in there unscathed. That's not supposed to be in there. Let's put it that way.
Got it.
Yeah. And marble is heavy,
It is.
It is.
especially the big pieces. Ooh. Fortunately, I have hired some very big fellows. And they carry everything, and I just tell them where to put it.
I'm glad you're enjoying your business.
Well, so far. And so far, the customers seem to be happy too. I'm thinking I may not be charging enough.
Well, and
Not be.
you are excellent at procurement, so you have lots of suppliers, and so it's a natural fit.
This is very true.
Usually cost doubled plus 30%.
Oh, I am charging too little.
I mean,
I was just going cost doubled.
well,
Now that you'll have done some rooms in the keep, that's gonna up your.
there you go.
That's true. That's true.
I mean, sliding scale, I don't know.
Definitely charge people in the Inner Enclave more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I figured that out. And Fullbar brings out the food. Sits down in front of you. The goose and noodles looks very rich and very thick.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yum.
she is hungry.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be snack time here pretty soon.
Like the muffins weren't bad enough.
I know.
No, I don't care that we just had a break. I'm still always hungry for all
Yeah.
of our adventure food.
I don't know what it is about this group and the food, but
No, we all like food, and
yes.
We do, and
And we like to game.
Yes.
we also like, some of us like to make food, and
we all make good food that do make food, and
One of us doesn't. One of us just likes to eat it because the
Well,
things
this
we
is-
make are no bueno.
this is fine. We're here for you.
so we're kind of spoiled on the good food, so it just carries over.
There you go.
All right.
We eat, I'm sure.
Yep.
Making
And
idle talk with Wiggy.
it's good. It's probably not quite up to cook level, but it's good.
Nothing's up to cook level. Oh, that's not true. Aribell makes good stuff. Probably
She
better
does.
than cook level on some things.
Yeah.
But we're not going to tell Cook.
No.
How's the lamb stew or lamb soup?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's very savory.
Rosemary.
And he brought a basket of sliced bread to the table as well. Nice, hearty, brown wheat bread.
Nice.
Man,
I'm
gonna have to
dipping
go out
my
to eat
bread.
after this. Dang it. All right. Shoot.
All right.
Okay.
Well, by the time you're done eating, it's probably about 1 in the
All right.
afternoon. So you've got about 5 hours or so.
Was there something else we had to do?
Not discussed here. Thanks. We'll see you, Wiggy.
Okay.
All right.
I'll see you in the morning at your house.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
We'll be there.
All right.
As we leave, I'm gonna ask, do we need to take the Cesaran anything?
That's a good question.
I don't think so.
Well, maybe if we get there soon enough, we can share some of our baked goods with them.
Maybe.
Well, let's go back to the
Why
house.
Lauren isn't that enough?
What?
What?
I said we're taking Gwen Lauren. Isn't that enough?
Oh my goodness.
Are you comparing me to muffins?
You're tasty and sweet.
Well, sometimes
you
you're
fit
tasty
easily
and
in the mouth.
salty.
Wait.
That was out of care. Aribell was
Salty and sweet, yeah.
Yeah.
tasty and sweet.
Yeah. She's
But I
like,
mean, that would be something for Ulmor. But what about the rest of the Cesaran?
Yeah, he's
Yes,
in charge, so he'd be
we-
happy.
we should share some of our baked
Oh,
goods with the
Ermine?
rest
Ermine
of
can
them.
share.
Yeah, Ermon.
Armand, yeah.
Sorry.
Yes, if we have baked goods left. Otherwise, last time I had fun helping them cook.
There you go.
So
Maybe you could bring them some of your spices.
yes, we have a good amount of spices and things. So maybe, and we have a lot of stores, so we could probably take some things since they're holed up for the winter.
All right. As you return home, you realize that you have something that you haven't had in a long time. You actually have a few hours to yourselves
That sounds lovely.
I
to
claim the
do to do whatever you would like before venturing to the keep for dinner with Lord Tremane. And that is a good place to stop.
And
Oh, okay.
So
she's like, already?
It went fast.
Oh,
It was really fast.
It did.
So, thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to let us know. You can head to our website. It's artifactsworldswide.com. You can contact any of us or all of us from the website. Feel free to grab us on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. It's at
can you explain?
yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head. It's
At
like-
Artifacts WW.
Artifacts WW. That's it. I knew it wasn't the full name, but I couldn't quite remember. But yeah. So remember, stay safe, stay sane, continue to wear your mask. We're not out of this yet. And we want you hale and healthy and happy. So that,
Hearty.
yes, and so that next week you can come back and join us once again in the lands of Aecathan. Good night, everybody.
Night.